All right, if we're ready to start, we can. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to begin our Fulton County State Court Expedited Accusations calendar. This is a calendar for cases in which individuals have recently been arrested and charged with certain misdemeanor offenses. Soon after their arrest, the Fulton County Solicitor General's office has already accused the cases of the offenses brought against them, and the cases have been bound over to the Fulton County State Court. Nevertheless, this will usually be the defendant's initial appearance before a state court judge, and I am able to address certain matters, specifically bonds, possible plea offers, arraignments, and any other matters that we need to take up today. I'm going to begin by advising everyone that this whole entire proceeding is being recorded as well as live streamed on YouTube. I want to remind the defendants on this calendar that you do have certain constitutional rights. You have a right to counsel, and you should have talked to your attorney prior to this hearing today. You also have a right to remain silent. Remember that anything that you state about the facts or circumstances or the occurrences of this case can and will be used against you. The state is here and they're listening, so follow the lead of your attorney.
I'm in an assignment right now.
Your Honor, before you go any further, the reset date for the SAP calendar is February the 10th.
February the 10th, all right. That.
We'll start with number 2, Ms. Bailey.
Number 2, okay. This is 26 CR 0000534E, Calandra Bailey, charged with 1 count of battery family violence, 2nd count cruelty to children, and the 3rd and simple battery family violence.
There's actually 3 counts of cruelty to children. She's got a total of 7 charges, Your Honor.
Oh, I didn't turn the page. All right, page 2. Cruelty to children in the 3rd, another simple battery, and another cruelty to children. Thank you.
Actually, 6 charges. Am I missing one?
Uh-oh.
Yes, ma'am. There's family violence, battery, 2 simple battery family violence, and 3 cruelty to children.
There are 6. Thank you
What I'm
all for
showing.
helping me today.
Did I miscount? Was that on me? Sorry. You know lawyers
Yeah, I
don't do
show
math.
6. Okay.
6. Okay.
It's a 5th arrest. 2015 possession of marijuana dismissed. 2009 simple assault. It was amended to a non-fingerprintable charge, level 1.
Right.
That is all.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommending 1,000 surety per charge. No further contact with the victim, Darwin Randall. Stay away from 1396 Fairbanks Street. The FVIP program. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. And I do believe I saw the victim, Mr. Randall, on Zoom if he wishes to address the court. That is all from the state.
All right. Do we have the victim on the line on Zoom? No?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I
Do
don't
you wish?
wish to
Hold on a
address the
second.
court, though.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I said no. I don't wish to address the court.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, PD.
This one is mine, Your Honor, PD Mirsajidin.
Sergeant.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Bailey is 36 years old. She's a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. If released, she will be able to reside with her mother in Hampton, Georgia. Your Honor, she is employed working at Waffle House Corporate. Has had that job for the past 6 months and is also working towards her bachelor's degree at the University of Phoenix online. She expects to have that wrapped up by May of this year. Your Honor, she's a mother to 5 children that all live with her, Your Honor, and we would ask that Ms. Bailey be given a UJR at level 1 as recommended by pretrial for these charges here today.
All right. I will order a $6,000 signature bond through pretrial, 1,000 on each. no further contact with the victim in this case, and the stay away from the incident location. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And she can take 3 anger awareness courses through pretrial. And I believe that's it. Anything else?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, what level?
Level 1, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
We can go to courtroom 2, Your Honor.
Okay. What do we have there?
Cartesia. Smith.
They're not ready? If they're not ready, we can stay here to, courtroom 2. We'll go, position number 29, Ms. Smith.
Okay.
I'm ready, Gopi, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, we'll go back to courtroom 2.
Okay. ACDC?
I mean, that's 2 right here.
No, courtroom 2.
Oh, courtroom 2, I'm sorry. Yes,
We have 2 courtroom 2s.
we do. Well, I know one's at the jail. Well, are we both at the jail?
But that's it's courtroom 3, but it shows up as courtroom 2.
Oh, okay, courtroom 3.
Yes.
And who do we have there?
Miss Clark.
Clark?
Position number
Let's see
8.
Number 8, okay. 26 CR 0000540 F to Mia Clark, charging 1 count of prostitution.
6 total. 2018 ag assault DV, that was dismissed. 2015 theft by taking conviction. 2014 failure to appear. Level 1. That's all I have.
Do you
Okay.
show the warrant out of Sandy Springs?
It might be on there. I don't see
Okay.
it. I didn't see it earlier.
All right, no problem. Same charge, Your Honor. I show a warrant out of Sandy Springs. There's already a $4,000 surety already set by the previous magistrate in this matter. Based on the repeat offense and the warrant for it, we ask that it remain. No further contact with the victim. God's Power is the first name, last name Odeh. And we will defer to defense as to whether or not a social worker visit is necessary in this matter. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. PD, pronounce it one more time for me because I don't want to get it wrong.
Of course, Judge, it's Mir Sajidin.
Mirsajidin. Thank you.
Yes, Judge, Ms. Clark is 31 years old and a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. She will be able to reside here in Atlanta with her grandmother. She has been living there already for the past 18 years, Your Honor. She has her associate's degree in human resources and business management, Your Honor, and as well has just started up a new job yesterday, Your Honor, that she's eager to get back to. And retain, Your Honor, in order to keep her newfound stability going. We don't believe that a social worker is required. In Ms. Clark's case here today, we would just ask for her to receive a UJR as recommended by pretrial at level 1.
Let me ask again, state, there was the other charge that was the same. What year was that?
Let me double check, Your Honor. I don't want to give you the wrong information.
Okay.
You going, man? Hey, sit down. No. I think we gotta stay where you at. That's the order. You allergic to who? You got a side. Yeah, come over. Come around. Come in.
Date of warrant 12/17/25 for the same charge.
For the same charge.
So about a little over a month.
Let me, go ahead and give her a signature bond through pretrial, $4,000. Signature bond through pretrial. I'm sorry. Yeah, through pretrial. Level 1. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond, and no further contact with the victim in this case. That's it.
Thank
Next.
you.
Next, we'll go position number 29, Ms. Smith.
'26 CR 0000562G, Cartesia Smith, charged with one count of simple battery and 2 counts of simple battery against police officer. Pretrial.
Second. She got an open case out of Clayton County for PI and obstruction. Level 2. That's all.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, this is my case. This took place on, and good afternoon, by the way. This incident took place January 27th, 2026. This was at 396 Bay Street, Southwest Atlanta, and continued to the precinct. Law enforcement was flagged down there and spoke with the residents of the location. There was a physical altercation that had occurred between the defendant and the victim, Miss Aisha Hines. Um, she was, she is the mother of the defendant's friend, her daughter. And there was a potentially substance abuse involved, active belligerence. She seemed extremely intoxicated to the victim here, asked the defendant to leave, and ultimately tried to hit her daughter. They ended up getting in a dispute, and the defendant struck Miss Aisha Hines. The officers who arrived on scene were ultimately, one of them was kicked by the defendant. That same officer was also bitten by that defendant, causing visible harm to that officer. And at the jail, once they transported her, she proceeded to bite another officer, causing that officer to bleed. So 3 different acts of violence against officers here. And there in that Zone 3 precinct there, the defendant also threatened to stab officers while she was in custody at that holding cell. Currently, there is a $4,000 total surety. We did add an additional simple battery against a law enforcement officer here for that 3rd act of violence. So the state is asking for a $5,000 total surety, $1,000 per count, as is currently set, with the exception of the added charge. 2-day anger awareness, and we would ask for a social worker visit for BHAT. No further contact with Aisha Hines. Stay away from 396 Bass Street Southwest in Atlanta. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Miss Hines at this time, Your Honor.
Aisha Hines. Don't think she's on. All right. PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Smith is only 19 years young, Your Honor. He was born and raised here in Georgia. She is currently residing with her grandmother and father and his wife. And she has a 2-year-old baby, Your Honor. She graduated from high school 2022 at Forest Park High School. And after that, she was pregnant. She gave birth to a baby, and she has been a stay-home mother without any employment. So she does not have any income to pay for the bond. So we would like to request for signature on bond through pretrial level 1. And she has no objection to stay away and no further contact with complaining witness. And no further violent contact with the officers, Your Honor.
Well, I did not read all the charges. This case has 6 charges. Correct, State?
It should be 5, Your Honor. 1 simple battery, 3 simple batteries against law enforcement, and 1 terroristic threats and acts.
Okay. So I have the 1 simple battery, then the 2 simple batteries against an officer, terroristic threats. Okay, so it's 5. I'm going to continue. Well, there's already a 4,000 surety. I'm going to make it a 5,000 surety bond. Just due to the nature of this case, 1,000 on each of the charges. And with that surety bond, no further contact with the victim. Stay away from the incident location. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That'll be it.
Got number 6, Ms. Canty.
Oh, and make sure it's a social worker visit for that last case.
Lopez.
All right. This is 26 CR 0000538D. Santicia Canty, charged with 2 counts of battery family violence. Pre-trial?
Second, 2025 simple battery arrest.
Okay.
Level 2. And that's all I got.
Yes, Your Honor, that simple battery from 2025 is still open. It is the same victim, Corey Harmon. We have spoken to that victim. He confirmed everything in the warrant, said he is getting a TPO today. He also plans on legitimating the children as he wants no further contact and a stay away. Corey is spelled Korey. Last name is Harmon. The stay away would be 6640 Delaware Road. He's asking for a third-party transfer of the 2-year-old child they share, either through the defendant's father or one of his family friends. I don't recall if he was on here, but if we could sound for him. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Before I do that, do we need to place the interpreter in a breakout so that the defendant can be interviewed? Is that your case, PD Kim? All right. Casey, can we go ahead and do that?
You don't have to go to a breakout room, Your Honor. I use the language line to interview first. So I understand everything that was going on. He just needs a translator for the court hearing.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. All right. We don't have the victim in this case, do we? Corey Harmon. Is there Corey Harmon on the Zoom? All right. Go ahead, Mr. Sergeant.
Yes, Judge. Miss Canty is 28 years old, Your Honor. She's a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. She's able to abide by any stay away, no contact orders, third-party exchanges, custody exchanges. She can have done facilitated with her father. Your Honor, she's going to be residing with her father in Riverdale. She has been working the same job at a local daycare center for the past 2 years, Your Honor. She's a mother to 2 children. I believe they're both by the same alleged victim in this case. She's a high school graduate as well, Your Honor. But she'll be able to abide by any sort of stay away, no contact orders, Your Honor. We just ask that she receive a UJR at level 2 as recommended by pretrial in this matter, Your Honor.
All right. So the problem I have is that she already on bond for the first case for the 2025 with the same victim?
I'm not sure yet. According to my victim advocate, it looked like the case is just hanging out there. We hadn't even accused it yet, so I'm not sure that she's even had bond addressed on that yet. I'll have to double check, Your Honor.
All right. You didn't show anything pre-trial?
No, I just had the arrest that
Okay,
I gave, that was all.
okay. All right. Well, usually, a lot of times when I have a second case against the same victim, generally I go with a cash bond, but we don't look like we've had a
I
bond.
show a
bond
$2,500 surety bond in place. So it looks like she has had a bond hearing in it. It looked like it happened in October. Wait, let me stand corrected. Maybe March. It happened last February. It looks like most of it happened in March. So in any event, she made bond and it was 2,500. But I don't know if she was still on bond at the time that this happened, Your Honor. I would assume so, since we haven't
Assume
accused
so.
it
We don't
yet.
have- Right, right. So she was still or is still on bond for that. All right, I'm going to
I'm sorry, Judge. Miss Spear, so he has had a bond on there or
she
I apologize. Because you gave me an SG number, so there was no case number so she hasn't been heard on the other case.
Yeah, there is the SG number. I do show that there was a $2,500 surety bond. That could have been the previous magistrate and she didn't come all the way up yet. I don't know what happened. This was
Okay.
before me, but I do have a note that it obviously needs to be addressed.
Okay, I'm sorry, Judge. Thank you.
That's okay. All right, I'm going to give her a $5,000 surety bond, 2,500 on each. And let's see if we can stop having these cases with the same victim or allegations anyway. I'm going to order her to stay away from that incident location. No further contact with Corey Harmon. And if visitation is allowed, assume the kids are with him right now, then that would be facilitated by a third party. Transfer, as they mentioned, of a relative or in-law of some sort, so that she won't violate her bond terms by being around the children or exchanging them with, by exchanging them with Mr. Harmon. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That should be it.
If we could just remind her, there may or may not be a TPO, which may also negatively impact whatever we set out as well.
TPO would supersede any contact, because it may include the children, so she may not be able to have any contact with the children. Definitely not with him. So make sure she complies with any TPO requirements that may come after. All right, that's it.
Next, we'll go at position 21, Lopez, that's the interpreter case.
It says 26 CR 000-557B, Julio Lopez, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and a 2nd count of possession and use of drug-related objects.
Third, 2025 driving without a valid license.
Hold on
20
1 second.
Oh,
This is the interpreter case.
Yes,
that's
sure.
right. I'm sorry.
Mr. Is it Creamer? You're on mute.
Yes, ma'am, sorry.
Oh, all right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you affirm that you will interpret? What's the language?
Spanish.
Spanish, from Spanish to English, English to Spanish, with no extra embellishments to the best of your abilities in this matter?
I do.
All right, thank you. And so let me start over so that you can begin interpreting. This is case number 26 CR 000557B, Julio Lopez, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and 1 count of possession and use of drug-related objects.
Sí, ese es el caso número 26CR000557B, del interés del señor Julio López García, con un cargo de allanamiento de morada y otro cargo de posesión de objetos relacionados con drogas.
Pre-trial?
Third, 2025 driving without a valid license, 24 illegal alien, and jail was a recommendation. That's all.
Okay.
En 2025 tiene manejar sin licencia y el 24 extranjero ilegal.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, in this particular matter, defendant was at the Greyhound bus station at 252 Forsyth Street.
En este asunto, el acusado estaba en la estación de autobuses de Greyhound Bus Station.
Officer said that he appeared to be under the influence. He had no ticket and refused to leave.
Los oficiales que estaban en el lugar dicen que parecía que estaba bajo la influencia de drogas o alcohol y que se rehusó marcharse cuando le dijeron.
While there is no obstruction charge, it did take 4 officers to subdue him.
Aunque no había cargos de obstrucción de oficiales, tomó 4 oficiales para reducirle.
After arrest, a glass pipe was found on him.
Después del arresto se encontró que tenía una pipa de vidrio, un tubo de vidrio.
A $5,000 surety is already set, per charge.
Una fianza de $5,000 ya está marcada por acusación.
We ask that it remain and he stay away from the Greyhound bus station at 252 Forsyth Street.
Bueno, y entonces pedimos que la fianza permanezca tal como es y que se mantenga alejado de la estación de autobuses Greyhound de 252 Forsyth Street.
No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Sin drogas, ni alcohol, ni armas mientras esté bajo fianza. Gracias.
All right, and PD Kim?
Yes, Mr. Lopez is 28 years old.
Tiene 28 años.
He was born in Venezuela. He came to US about 1 year and 8 months ago.
Es de natural de Venezuela, vino a los Estados Unidos como hace 1 año y 8 meses.
He's not a US citizen and he does have a residential challenge for the last 4 months.
Can you please repeat? I couldn't understand you well.
Yes, he has been homeless for 1 month.
Ha estado sin hogar durante 1 mes.
And however, he still works at construction sites.
Y todavía trabaja, pero sin embargo, todavía trabaja en construcción, en lugares de construcción.
He does not have any family members or kid here in Georgia.
No tiene miembros de familia aquí en Georgia.
But he has 4 minor children in Venezuela, so he works to send the money to Venezuela.
Y tiene 4 hijos menores en Venezuela. Y entonces él trabaja para ganar dinero y mandar dinero a Venezuela.
We would like to request for a signature on bond.
Pedimos una fianza bajo signature. Confirma.
How are you going to get back in touch with them, PD Kim?
We don't have actually phone number or email address, so I am recommending him to go to 1328 Peachtree Street where he gets free mailing service.
Sí, él no tiene teléfono ni email, por eso le estoy recomendando que vaya a 13228 Peachtree Street, para donde tendrá un servicio de correo electrónico.
All right, I'm going to order that we continue with the $10,000 surety bond. It's at 5,000 on each.
Voy a pedir que continuemos con la fianza de $10,000, son 5 que se puede hacer con empresa de bonos, que son 5,000 por cada acusación.
Stay away from the Greyhound bus station.
Mantenerse alejado de la estación de autobuses de Greyhound.
Unless he is there with a ticket to leave town, but I guess he shouldn't if he'll be on bond.
A menos que esté ahí con un ticket, con un billete para un boleto para salir de la ciudad, pero no creo que sea posible mientras esté aquí bajo fianza.
So maybe I need to be a little more clear to stay away from there.
Entonces creo que necesito ser un poco más clara de que realmente se permanezca alejado de esa estación de Greyhound.
No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
No drogas, no alcohol, no puede tener armas ni pistolas mientras esté bajo fianza.
And last, I'll order a social worker visit to assist with any other resources he may need, including drug rehab.
Y también voy a ordenar la visita de una trabajadora social para que le pueda asistir en cualquier cosa que él necesita, y incluyendo rehabilitación de drogas.
All right, that's it.
Que está todo, eso es todo.
ACDC.
All right, can I have the interpreter? I don't know if he needs to sound to see if we have anyone else that needs an
Yes, ma'am.
interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor. ¿Alguien necesita los servicios de interpretación presentes en Zoom o en las salas? ¿Alguien que necesita servicios de interpretación en español?
All right,
No
thank
one is
you. You're
answering.
free to go. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a good one.
You too. All right, and who do we have next?
36, Ms. Woods.
I'm sorry?
36, Ms.
Oh,
Woods.
30. Okay. This is 26 CR 0000566B, Whitney Woods, charged at 1 count of criminal trespass.
First arrest, jail is a recommendation. That's all.
All right. Okay.
Your Honor, this incident took place yesterday at 1105 Northside Drive Northwest in Atlanta. That is the McDonald's at that location. Defendant had been inside the restaurant since the morning hours and had purchased nothing there in her time there. She was asked to leave, refused, and police were called. They tried to give her to several resources, pre-arrest diversion center, a warming shelter, hospital. She refused everything and stated she wanted to be taken to jail. There was a brief struggle to actually ultimately detain her. She said she wouldn't go without a fight. The state's recommendation here is going to be a signature bond through the jail. Stay away from the McDonald's at 1105 Northside Drive Northwest in Atlanta. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. Has she met with a social worker yet? I'm assuming this is PD Kim's case.
Not yet.
Might not be a bad idea if we could do that.
You got it over there.
Yes, Your Honor. She is, we have no objection to a signature on bond through jail, Your Honor.
All right, do we have any contact information for her?
Yes,
How are we gonna get her back?
we do have a phone number, and her brother is here locally. And also three fathers of baby daddies are all here locally. And she has 5 children here at Georgia. So we do have mailing address at Marietta, Georgia, and phone number. So that's how we're gonna be contacting each other. And
All
also
right,
email address, just in case I address as well.
all right. I'm going to give her a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. I'm going to order her to stay away from the McDonald's on Northside Drive. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I guess that'll be it. Anything else?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Okay.
Next, we'll go with position number 19, Ms. Lee.
This is 26 CR 0000556A, Carmela Lee, charged with 2 counts of battery family violence, 1 count of simple battery family violence, and 4 counts of cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. 7 charges.
Third arrest, 2014 failure to appear, 2014 shoplifting conviction. This was level 1.
Okay.
That is all.
Your Honor, we have spoken, I believe, with the victim, Carmen Brown. She said that this is far from their first altercation. Defendant has allegedly broke her nose and given her 2 black eyes. The defendant has returned to the incident location and continued arguing with both her, she is her sister, and their mother. The mother asked defendant to leave. Victim wants a TPO, wants no further contact, and to stay away. The mother and the sister are both named Carmen. So we have Carmen L. Brown and Carmen D. Brown. We are asking for a $7,000 surety. That's $1,000 for each charge. No further contact with either of the Carmen Browns. Stay away from 6608 Tiber, Tiber Lane in South Fulton, the FVIP program. And I did see a Miss Carmen Brown on Zoom if she wishes to address the court. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Brown? Carmen Brown? If you don't wish to address the court today, that is fine as well. We'll keep moving. PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Lee is 29 years old, and Your Honor, she has been living with her mother at that incident location, and she believes that her sister, who is complaining witness, is not supposed to live there at that location. This happened on November 30, 2025, about 1.5 months ago, almost 2 months ago. And we would like to request for a no further violent contact since she has no other place to go to. She completed, she dropped out on 12th grade. She could not finish GED, but she's trying to finish while she's raising, I believe, 2 of her own children, and then niece and grandnephew. She's helping out 4 children as a stay-at-home mother. We would like to request for a signature on bond through pretrial level 1 as she is recommended so. She is not employed at this point. She used to work as a forklift operator, but last for 2 months, she was not able to get a job yet. And she has no one to pay for the bond at this point.
All right. But she had an FTA in 2014.
More than 10 years ago, Your Honor. She's a different person.
Well, did she have anywhere else to stay? I know this happened in November, but I think and the state talked to the victim. She wants no further contact.
Correct. She wants, she says she's getting a TPO, no further contact, and stay away.
So she needs to have somewhere else to go. They don't want her back there.
Okay. She says she does have somewhere else to go.
Okay. All right, I will grant her a $7,000 signature bond through pretrial. And so that's 1,000 on each of the charges. And I guess you'll be a level 1. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Stay away from the victims, both Carmen Brown and no further contact with them, and stay away from the incident location while on bond. I think that's it.
That's number 16, Ms. Huff.
This is 26 CR 0005488H. Alexis Huff, charged with 2 counts of simple battery, family violence. And I think that's the only 2 charges.
First arrest, level 1.
Okay.
Yes, Judge. This incident took place, this was 2 days ago, at 3542 Highwood Drive, in Atlanta. The officers here responded to a domestic dispute call and made contact with the defendant and the victim here, Mr. Robert Crumbly. There was a dispute between the two of them. They share 2 children, and from what I can tell from the report and the warrants here, that they were living together at that location up until there were other altercations, and he ultimately started sleeping in his car for the past few days leading up to this incident. But essentially, the defendant had sprayed the victim in the face with it was Lysol, and yeah, sprayed him in the face with Lysol, also pushed him. And yeah, they've been living together since 2017, and he's the father of both their children. The state is recommending signature bond through pretrial services, 2 days anger awareness, no further contact with Robert Crumbly, stay away from 3542 Highwood Drive, Southwest in Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. We were not able to speak with the victim. It came to our attention he had been arrested, I believe, at the same time as this incident for a failure to appear out of Douglas County for a traffic violation. If he is online, we would ask that the court sound for him. But in the absence of that feedback from him, we are asking for no further contact and to stay away, given this happened only 2 days ago.
All right, Robert Crumley. Nope. All right, go ahead, PD, Ms. Sargent.
And it was Raid. She also sprayed him with Raid insect spray, and apparently he sprayed her back. She admitted to doing it first.
Okay. All right, go ahead, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Huff, is a 25 years old, lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. Your Honor, based on my conversation with Ms. Huff, she believes that Mr. Crumbly will still want to have contact, just no violent contact, Your Honor, but I understand the court may not be willing to abide by that without having been able to hear from Mr. Crumbly, but I do believe he was arrested at the same time. So I don't know how soon or feasible it is to get in contact with him. Regardless, she does have friends local here in the metro area. Her family, majority of them live in Athens, Georgia, so she can stay with them. It's just a little bit further out of the way. She's currently not working. She just gave birth 2 weeks ago, Your Honor, via C-section. So she underwent surgery and gave birth. In addition to that 2-week-old baby, she also has a 7-year-old with Mr. Crumbly. Your Honor, she has her associates in business management, which she obtained from DeVry University online in 2023. Your Honor, but as I said, she just gave birth about less than 2 weeks ago, Your Honor, and is still dealing with the after effects of that. Your Honor, we would have no objection to a UJR at level 1, as recommended by pretrial, and I believe Mr. Sirocco as well.
Okay. All right, going to give her a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial, 1,500 on each of the charges. And, and is this Highwood Drive her address?
I believe it's their address, Judge.
Yes, Judge, that's what I have as well.
Sympathy, she just had a C-section 2 weeks ago. I don't know if she has anywhere else to go stay.
Your Honor, I don't believe she has anything set up immediately. She told me that she has friends local here in the area and her family resides out in Athens. I don't know about her ability to actually get out there, how easily that's going to be able to be done for her.
Now, the problem is we haven't spoken with the victim, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
With the children's father.
Ms. Huff says that she has spoken with him since both of their arrests, but that's all that I have is from what she told me.
Who's watching the children?
That's as from my understanding, it's the next door neighbor is watching the two children. Miss Patricia Rivers or Rivers Patricia.
Okay. I'm going to grant $3,000 signature bond through a pretrial level 1. I just need you to decide whether I'm going to have her to go back and she can stay there if Mr. Crumley's not residing there. They can sweep the property. She can go back with police escort to find that out. And then if he is residing there, unfortunately, she has to go reside somewhere else. I don't think there's been the ample cooling down period yet. But we don't want him to end up back here again. So I don't know. She wants to say something. I'm not sure if your attorney's going to allow you to.
Ms. Huff, if you want to speak, that's your right. I would advise you not to. As you know, the judge already announced this call is being recorded. The solicitor is here on the line. Anything you say about the case can negatively impact your case going forward. If you want to speak, along the lines of that you spoke with Mr. Crumley and that he's okay with you and okay with you staying at the house, I've already let the court know that. And so they're aware. It's just that without speaking to him directly, the judge has to make a decision just based on what we can tell her here today.
All right. I will order that she can return to the property with a police escort when she gets out and seeing if Mr. Crumley lives there. Or if he has any belongings there. If he doesn't, she can stay there. If he does, she needs to find somewhere else to stay while she's on bond. Because I'm going to right now order no further contact unless you all apply for a bond modification. He gets in touch with the state. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I'm going to put her at a level 1 and 2 anger awareness courses through pretrial, which will be free through them. All right. That's it.
Your Honor, just for your edification, I found and accused Ms. Canty's second case, that previous family violence. So if we want to address that, it may be coming out on an add-on calendar.
Oh, okay. Where was she? Was she in courtroom 2 or she was ACDC?
Oh, she's ACDC.
Oh, is she still back there? Oh, I think she's coming up.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's address her other case. That was Miss Canty.
I'm sorry, did they give a case number already?
Oh, did they? Yeah. Do we have a case number?
I am not sure.
Yeah, they haven't done anything yet, Mr.
If they
Jordan.
haven't done it, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a number.
I'll follow up with them and let them know that I filed it down.
Okay. Sorry, Deputy. Let's see who else we have. They're getting ready to file it down, but we might be able to take a case in between so we can keep it moving.
This is number 33.
30 what?
33.
Okay. 26 CR 0000553Y. Brittany Trapp, charged with 1 count of battery. 3 counts of battery and 1 count of simple battery. 4 charges. Retrial.
Second, 2015 shoplifting. Jail was the recommendation. This regular battery, not DV, right?
Right, regular.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
This was January 26, 2026 incident, so just 2 days ago at 2409 Sylvan Road in East Point. Law enforcement responded to the location and they spoke with the victim here, Miss Taylor Jenkins. She explained that her ex-boyfriend had entered her residence to retrieve the remainder of his personal belongings. He, however, came with his current girlfriend, the defendant, who remained, initially at least, outside the residence. There was a verbal argument that ensued that the defendant heard, proceeded to enter the residence, and then began striking Miss Jenkins with her fists about her body. There were multiple scratches and bruises on her arm, as well as a laceration on her thigh that officers observed as a result of this. And yeah, we have spoken with Miss Jenkins. She states this is not the first time the defendant has come to her home uninvited. Defendant has come about 3 other times. Usually the altercations are verbal and police are not called, but with this incident becoming verbal, becoming more than verbal, she called the police here. She is asking for no further contact and a stay away. The state's recommendation is a $2,000 total surety, $500 for each charge. We're asking for 2 days anger awareness, no further contact with Taylor Jenkins, stay away from 2409 Sylvan Road, East Point, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right, PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Prep is 29 years old and she was born and raised here in Georgia. She is currently residing with her father, and that incident location is not my client's location. So she has no objection to stay away from that location. She has no objection to have no contact with the Taylor Jenkins. My client graduated from high school 2015, after that, she went to Cobb College, Gwinnett County Cobb College for a fine art major. Even though she didn't get a bachelor's degree yet, she's still pursuing her art. And Your Honor, she works 7 days a week, 2 jobs. From one is from aviation as a waitress, and the night she works as a cashier. She works very hard. We would like to request for a signature on bond through pretrial level 1, as this is recommended for UJR jail. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to order $2,000 signature bond through the jail. What is it, 500 on each of the charges? She is to have no further contact with the victim, Taylor Jenkins. Stay away from the incident location. Or 200 yards or more away from Taylor Jenkins. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that'll be it. Anything else?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
We can go with position number 24, Mr. Reed.
I didn't catch that. What was this case again? What number position?
24, Reed.
All right.
This is 26 CR 000552J. Tony Reed, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass.
27. You have a 2026 battery arrest, 21 battery conviction, 2019 burglary conviction, 2018 battery conviction, 2016 resisting without violence conviction, 2016 battery conviction, 15 battery conviction, 13. I got 2 battery convictions. And this was level 3, and that's all.
All right.
Your Honor, this incident took place 2 days ago at the In-Town Suites. It's located at 1175 Hembry Road in Roswell. They responded there. Police did in response to a mail back on the property, and they made contact with the caller, who works at the suites. She explained that a male who was staying in one of the rooms there had hit a housekeeper several days ago, and specifically that was January 22nd, and was arrested for that. He was told not to come back and received notice, but it was reported, excuse me, by another guest that he was seen on the property. Regardless, the officer ultimately found the defendant in that room where he used to reside, out of which he's been kicked. And he was on the bed there, stated he was going to lose money on the room. He was told not to come back to the property on that date, the 22nd. And that is another case in our office. Accusations have been filed for that. He did bond out on the charge. It's 2 charges, battery and simple battery, for ultimately hitting Miss Tara Morrison, the housekeeper there. And as you heard, Judge, he has a number of battery convictions in his history. I believe I saw at least 4. The state's recommendation is a $2,000 surety here. Stay away from the In-Town Suites, located at 1175 Hembry Road in Roswell. We're asking for no further contact with any employees of the In-Town Suites, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And that is all for the state on this one.
All right, PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Reed is 38 years old, And he was born in California and moved to Georgia about 4 years ago. And, Your Honor, ever since January 22nd, 2026, he has been homeless and residentially challenged. His mother is in Georgia and he has 3 children in Georgia. He does not have any car at this point. He graduated from high school 2006. After graduating from high school, she went to Florida for a bachelor's degree in business administration. Ever since then, he's been working for a construction company, warehouse. But for the last few weeks, he has been unemployed. And we would like to request for a signature on bond for criminal trespass. Thank you.
All right. I will order the $2,000 surety bond. He is to stay away from the in-town suites in Roswell. I have no further contact with any of the employees there. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's it. Anything else?
Nothing else from defense.
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Next, we have position number 25, Mr. Rogers.
Your Honor, he does have a personal belongings there. Can he go there one time with a law enforcement officer to retrieve his personal belongings?
Oh, I don't know.
I know they don't. He's not allowed to return whatsoever. We did speak with them on the 22nd or the
Okay.
23rd at least about the
There,
incident. for-
there's someone on the chat saying they can pick up his things. Who is this? Who's Miss
believe-
Reed? Is that his wife or sister or
Other? Sister.
mother? Sister? I will allow his sister to go pick up any personal belongings that may be there. I think her
Sure.
name is what, Crystal Reed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, but he's not to go back there
Okay,
or else he will be arrested. Thank you,
Okay.
Miss Reed.
thank you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Position 25, Mr. Rogers.
26 CR 0000560E Patrick Rogers, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass.
63. You got an open case out of Clayton County for shoplifting. Open case out of Fulton, theft by taking. It's 25 SC 003753. I think that's a pretrial 10%. 2021 probation. I got FTAs from 2020, 2 from 2019. 2019 hindering 911 call conviction. 2018 terrorist threats, disorderly conduct, simple battery DV conviction. This was level 3. That's all I have.
Okay.
Yes, Judge. This was a January 27th incident. So yesterday at 70 Hamilton E. Holmes Drive in Atlanta. It's the Hamilton E. Holmes MARTA station. Defendant was observed loitering and also just he didn't get off the train to exit on new rides, and the officer ultimately approached the defendant, who gave his identification so the officer could issue a 12-hour suspension, but they determined from a check that he actually has an active permanent ban issued April 10th, 2025, effective a month later, for a larceny case, and that is the open case in Fulton for the felony theft by taking. That was for stealing roughly $4,850 worth of property from another MARTA patron on the MARTA train. So that's the reason for the permanent ban. You've heard his history here, number of FTAs, and there are others dating back as well. The state is recommending a $2,000 surety. Stay away from all MARTA premises and property in accordance with the permanent ban. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Okay. PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Rogers is 63 years old and he's been residentially challenged for last whole year, Your Honor. However, he does have a contact information. I got his brother's phone number, and he does have a mailing address. He's staying at Gateway. Your Honor, he believes that the MARTA ban was only from West East Station. So he didn't think he could not ride the entire MARTA station. Your Honor, he is currently disabled. He gets disability checks, and he's got lots of medical issues. He does not have any children. After graduating from 1980, he worked at various jobs like construction, warehouse, restaurant. However, at this point, he has no employment and no income other than very minimum disability check. We would like to request for a signature on bond through level 3. Thank you.
No, I'm going to order that 2,000 surety, not with that kind of history. And he is to stay away from all MARTA. He has a permanent ban on MARTA. So he needs to take Ubers or Lyfts. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Next, we have position number 10, Mr. Gallagher, 10%.
Your Honor, can he have a sheriff's 10% program? And list
Can he have what now?
sheriff's 10% program? I don't think he can go through a bonding company because of homelessness.
I'll let him do the 10%.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Come on. What does that mean? 10% of the total.
And this is which position?
Position number 10, Mr. Gallagher.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0000542C. Jack Gallagher charged with 1 count of battery family violence and 1 count of simple battery. Had the 2 charges. Retrial.
Third, 2015 possession, marijuana dismissed, and alcohol below legal age from 2014 dismissed. Level 1. That's it.
Okay.
Your Honor, I believe the victim, Sean Gallagher, who is his father, is present with us. State's asking a $2,000 surety. That's $1,000 per charge. No further violent contact with Sean, SEAN Gallagher. Again, that's his father. The father has said that there is no need for a stay away from the location. We are requesting FVIP as the impetus for the fight between father and son was the son throwing a hamburger. So we feel like perhaps he needs some way to learn how to better manage his anger. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. And if we could sound for the other Mr. Gallagher. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Sean Gallagher,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you wish to address the court today?
Simply that,
Ask yes or no first.
yes,
Okay, if you do, and remember, this is not his trial. I'm not going to debate the facts with you today or the allegations. I'll just ask you a series of questions and raise your right hand so I can swear you in first.
yes, Your Honor.
Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes,
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Jack Gallagher?
no,
And do you want to have any further contact with Mr. Gallagher?
I do want to have contact with him.
Okay, he resides with you?
Yes,
Okay. All right. And let's listen to his attorney and then I'll give you my ruling, okay?
yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, PD.
Thank you. I just want to confirm with Mr. Jack Gallagher, you mentioned that you may have a private attorney. It doesn't appear to be that way. Do you want to proceed with me as your attorney, your public defender, at least just for today, in this hearing today?
Talk about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Jack Gallagher is 30 years old. He does live with his parents in Alpharetta. Your Honor, as you heard directly from his father, the alleged victim, they do want to continue to have contact. No need for a stay away. Mr. Jack Gallagher has his bachelor's from Georgia State in business management. He was recently employed working at a building products company, Your Honor, but is currently in between jobs. Your Honor, we would just ask for a UJR for Mr. Gallagher and anger management classes if the court feels it necessary. We would just ask that no FFIP be placed on him.
And the state agrees with that. There's no, it's not intimate partner violence, so anger awareness is likely more appropriate.
All right. I'm going to order the $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. And with that signature bond through pretrial, I guess that'll be 1,000 on each of the charges. And he'll be level 1, having to take 2 anger awareness courses through pretrial. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And no further violent contact with his father, Sean Gallagher. And I think that's it. Anything else?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Okay.
Next, we have position number 7, Mr. Chan.
Okay.
Position number 7, Mr. Chan.
This is, and you're free to go, Mr. Gallagher. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
26 CR 0000539C, Hong Chan, charged with 2 counts of battery family violence. Actually, 3 counts battery family violence and 1 count of simple battery. Retrial.
Got 3 cycles. I got a simple battery DV 25 CR 006-513C and a bench warrant for the simple battery, if I'm not mistaken. This level 2. That's all I have.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. We were unable to reach either of the victims, his mother or his father, Fang Li Sheng or Yun Main Chan. I do have an FTA and a warrant for that FTA dated December 5th, 2025. He does have that simple battery family violence from October 2025. Based on the warrant, it sounds like his parents are also the victim in those. There are MHET concerns. So we are asking for an MHET, $1,000 per charge surety for a total of 4,000. Because we haven't been able to reach them, and this does not appear to be the first time, we are asking for no further contact with Fang Li Sheng or Yun Main Chan, and to stay away from the incident location at 115 Mansell, I believe it's Crossing, in Roswell. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Chan is 23 years old. He's been living here in Georgia for the past 10 years. Your Honor, his parents, it's my understanding, live in New York. They have some property here in Georgia that they are in the process of selling. But they currently reside in New York. They may be here to visit occasionally. But Mr. Chan resides here and intends to continue to reside here in Georgia, does not have any plans to move up to New York or live with his parents. Your Honor, he does reside at that 115. I have Mansell Circle as the address, not Crossing.
That could be.
That is his place of residence. Your Honor, he resides there alone. It does not, his parents don't reside there. Your Honor, he is also a high school graduate, is employed working at a hot pot restaurant, Your Honor, and he does have some MH diagnoses. He does have medication and takes medication for those, Your Honor, so we're not sure that a MH evaluation is necessary for Mr. Chan, as he has his own health care that he is addressing at this current time, Your Honor. We would just ask that Mr. Chan receive a signature bond at this time and be allowed to return to the 115 Mansell Circle address.
Your Honor, I have a little bit of confusion on the whole who lives where because according to the warrant, the defendant asked to borrow mom's car so he could go to work. The father said, no, we're not calling her, and that's how this whole thing came about. He also said that, again, this isn't the first time this has happened. In fact, the father was hospitalized as a result of this attack. So we have some pretty serious concerns about his ability to maintain his MH. And based on the fact that there is this previous family violence case outstanding and he's wanted on an FTA, I have doubts that he'll be able to care for himself and return without some oversight and assistance in this matter.
And Your Honor, as far as the living situation goes, this is based on what Mr. Chan told me, that his father does currently reside in New York, Your Honor, and that his mother, as of, I think, just since this incident date, is going to be residing in New York. They, I believe, own the property, but are in the process of selling it. And Mr. Chan resides there without them at the moment. But that they were there at the time of the incident, but they don't reside there on any sort of long-term or permanent basis.
If they sell it, does he have somewhere else to go?
He is, I think, in the process of working out another place to go. I think he has coworkers that he plans on living with.
Okay. Sorry, Your Honor, if that was going to be your question.
No, it's okay. I will order the I know this happened back on January 15th, that the parents are back and forth. Don't know what's going on there. And we've not had a chance to speak with them. I presume there's been the cooling down, but just trying to decide what we should do. I guess we'll let him go back. I will order the $4,000 signature bond through pretrial and have that to be level 2. He's to have no further violent contact with his parents, the victims, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I guess since he has a diagnosis and medication, I'm going to ask him to comply with any treatment recommendation or medications that he should be on. Guess we don't need another MHGT.
What was the bond amount? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Oh, 4,000 SOB, pretrial level 2, which would be 1,000 on each of the charges.
Okay, he's being reset to on the 10th.
Okay.
Next, we have position number 4.
Excuse me, hold on one second. If he's, does he have another charge that's sending him to the SAP calendar? I thought this was reset further notice.
No, ma'am. No, Miss Holly, Miss Spear said that he had another case. He has a 25.
Okay, that's why I didn't get that part. So
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
why he's
Yeah,
going
it's
to
a
the
previous
SAP.
case. Sorry
Okay,
about
no
that.
problem. I didn't get that part. Thank you.
Position number 4, Mr. Bryant.
Brian or Bryant?
Bryant.
This is 26 CR 0000536J. Jamarius Bryant, charged with 1 count of battery family violence.
First.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I do believe I saw the victim, Taquan Finney, on Zoom. And since my office has not previously spoken with him, if we could sound for him. Otherwise, our recommendation would be no further contact and the stay away with a $2,500 surety, unless he wishes to address the court and state something otherwise. We are also recommending FVIP, depending on if he wishes to address the court or not. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Okay. Mr. What was the victim's name in this case?
Finney, Taquan
Mr. Finney.
Finney.
I'm
Mr.
here.
All right. Do you wish to address the court today?
I do.
You need to turn on your camera for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Put your hand down. Are you in fear of Mr. Bryant?
No.
Do you want to have any further contact with him?
Yes.
Okay. Are you all residing together?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And this just occurred on the 27th, so there hasn't been any ample cooling down period. So I am concerned about that. I don't have any other questions to state, or PD, have any questions?
None from, one for Mr. Finney, I'm sorry. Mr. Finney, do you believe that the defendant should have the Family Violence Intervention Program or anger awareness based on this incident?
I just think he needs to work on his anger more. But he's
Okay.
really not a bad person. It's only when it's like alcohol involved.
Does he need an alcohol or drug evaluation?
Not drugs, but alcohol, yes.
Okay, all right. So maybe some AA meetings, something like that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further from the state.
And no questions from defense.
All right. All right. I will order a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial. That will be a level 1. I will order 3 anger awareness courses through pretrial. Going to order him to go to at least 3 AA meetings per week or more, so he can begin to work on that. No further violent contact with the victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Good.
And that will be it.
Next, we have position number 30, Mr. Strickland.
This
Good.
is 26 CR 000563B. Kirsten Strickland charged with 1 count of simple battery. I think, is it only 1 charge, State?
That's correct, Judge. We've NOD'd the reckless conduct charge.
Okay. All right.
And the rest, 2014 probation. I didn't see any violence. Most of the history is drugs, driving, and probation arrest. Level 1.
All right.
Your Honor, this incident took place January 1st of this year at 4485 Campbellton Road, Southwest in Atlanta. That is the BP gas station there. The victim was also on our calendar here today, Miss Tamia Clark. Officer spoke with her about an incident. She stated that she saw her ex-boyfriend's friend, the defendant, at the gas station and approached him to ask about the location of her ex-boyfriend. She's pregnant at the time of the incident, and she stated that the defendant physically pushed her during this. It sounds like she kept insisting that the defendant tell her where the her ex-boyfriend was. Ultimately ended up following her, but before this, the defendant was observed getting out of his vehicle and pushing the victim. This was on CCTV. This was before the defendant ultimately left. There was, she stated something with reference to him pulling out a gun and firing a shot. That wasn't observed on the CCTV, and it was when the officer canvassed the area and spoke with residents nearby. No one heard a gunshot as well. There was no physical evidence picked up there, so we did NOD that reckless conduct charge. The Yes, but was observed pushing her on video after getting out of the car and doing so. We've not spoken with Miss Clark for obvious reasons, but in any case, the state's recommendation is signature bond through pretrial. No further contact with Tamia Clark. Stay away from 4273 Kimball Road Southwest in Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. Given the allegations with respect to a firearm, while we're ultimately not pursuing any, we would ask that he surrender any and all firearms to the sheriff's office. Out of an abundance of caution here, Your Honor, there is a carrying concealed weapon case back from 2008 that I did think it important to mention. That is all for the state on this.
All right, and
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
McLeod, good afternoon.
Yes. We do not object to the signature bond, but I do want to put on the record that my client was victim here. This woman spat on him and she attacked him. She was the one who approached him. All of that. I just want to be clear on that. And I plan to file a motion for immunity for my client. But be that as it may, I don't think he should have to stay away from, it's essentially a convenience store that he goes to.
No, Ms. McLeod, we're asking for a stay away from the residence, not the
Okay,
convenience
that's
store.
fine. He doesn't know where she lives.
Okay, we didn't ask for a stay away from the location that you're objecting to.
Okay, I thought this was the location. He doesn't have any reason to go where she lives. He doesn't really, she's not like a close friend or anything. I believe she is in a relation or was in a relationship with someone he knows. She was the one who came to him, you know.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So as long as he's not being asked to stay away from the convenience store, we're fine with that. He doesn't know where she lives and doesn't really want to have any contact with her.
All right, this will be a $2,500 signature bond. And actually, this is not a bail restricted, so it can be through the jail.
I would appreciate if it were through the jail, Your Honor. My client, he's not been in any trouble. He's gainfully employed. You know, he tells me just he has one minor child and that's it. And he works full time.
Okay. All right, 2,500 signature bond through the jail. And he will surrender any firearms that he has in his home or his possession to the sheriff's department upon release. And he should have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And he is to have no further contact with Tamia Clark. He is to stay 200 yards away from her. If he sees her coming or in his direction, he needs to go the other direction. He is to, I think that's it. That's it. Nope. Says his signature bond. Did I leave out anything? I don't think I did.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sorry, did
All
Your
right.
Honor order to stay away from the Kimball Road address? It's not the convenience store in question here.
Oh, that's not, because I think you said is the BP.
Right, it's her residence. We just
Oh,
as a matter of
Kimball Road is her residence.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's
So
fine.
that's where he needs to stay away from, her residence or any work, home, or places that she may be
I
200
don't believe
yards
he
away
knows
from her.
where our residence is, Your Honor. This person approached him. He doesn't really know a lot about her.
Okay. All right. Just as long as he stays away while on bond. That's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Miss Canty was able to be filed down and she just got put on the add-on calendar.
Okay. I Let's see. This is 26 CR 000-569D. Santisi Acanti, charged with 1 count of simple battery family violence from February the 11th, 2025. And I think I heard her history. She had 3 cycles. Oh, no. No. She had 2.
Yeah, she got the open simple battery.
That's
You
right.
gave her a good bond on the other charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it wasn't pre-trial. Okay. I was just
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah, in this case, Your Honor, it is the same victim. She shoved him to the ground and then held onto the car while he was trying to drive away. So we are asking for the same treatment as the previous one, same restrictions and terms and conditions. No further contact with Corey Harmon and stay away from 6640 Delaware Bend. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Do they have children together?
Yes, there's a 2-year-old child that they share. He had asked for the third party transfer through her father or a family friend, which I believe they had said was okay. But correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I'm looking at my notes. So we're talking about a case from 2025, 2026. She's been given these surety bonds, but obviously they're not doing any good. I really normally give a cash bond on this case. I wrote she was 21, 28 years old. Is she working?
Yes, Your Honor, she is working at a daycare. She had that same job for 2 years.
Ooh, the daycare.
Yes, Judge.
I don't know if she'll still be working there after this. On this second case or first case, whichever way you want to look at it, I'm going to give her a $10,000 surety bond. Same condition, stay away from Mr. Harmon. And if he allows visitation with their children, that must be by a third party. No drugs, alcohol, guns, or weapons while on bond. And stay away from his location or that incident location from the other case once they sweep that when she goes out with a police escort. Otherwise, she has to find somewhere else to live. Anything else?
No, from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, that was a $2,500 signature bond?
No.
What was
No,
that?
no, that's a $10,000 surety
Oh, 10.
on the add-on case.
Right, okay. 10K surety.
10K surety. And then her first case, which was number 6, was a 5K surety.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next, we have position number 34, Mr. Walker.
All right. This is hold on. 26 CR 000554A. Bruce Walker, charged with 1 count of simple battery family violence, 2nd count of criminal trespass, 3rd count willful obstruction.
It's third. 2022 battery DV dismissed. 21 simple battery DV conviction. Level 1. That's it.
The conviction was 20 what?
21.
21. Okay.
I had the convictions being convicted in 2022. The case may have been from 2021, but that was the Cherokee County case.
Right. Go ahead.
This incident here, Judge, took place 2 days ago at 1175 Hembry Road in Roswell, the in-town suites there. Officers responded to a domestic dispute call and made contact with the defendant and the victim. The victim's name is Miss Brittany Walker. She explained that the defendant, who is her partner, resides with her at the location. They'd been living there for 9 months, had become physical with her in an argument about infidelity. The She was standing by the bed here when the defendant lunged his body into her, causing her to fall back into the nightstand and break a lamp. Also slapped her in the face with both hands and pushed her in the kitchen. She denied preventing the defendant from leaving or being in his way. The officer observed a broken lamp on the ground, also a hole in the wall from where I believe that lamp struck. The defendant admitted that he had pushed Miss Walker and also stated he threw a book bag at her for talking SHIT. And he claims he pushed her due to her being in his way. He became disgruntled and refused to listen to officers' commands to put his hands behind his back, continued tensing up, and was ultimately detained after continued willful resistance there. We have spoken with Miss Walker. She, I'll say this, the day before we spoke with her, she confirmed the events in the warrant, and she is not sure what she wants to see happen, but she explained there is a DV history between them. The defendant had cases against her in Cherokee and Murray County. So both of those cases, the simple battery family violence from 2022, that conviction, and the battery family violence that was ultimately dismissed. So those are both her. And we asked her if he took any classes there with respect to any conditions or anything that the court may have ordered. She stated he did take the FFIP classes. Evidently, he did not learn from those because here we are back here again. She then sent some emails last night. She originally, excuse me, she said they moved out of her mom's house and into that hotel to work on their relationship. But in the email she sent following that, she stated she's not requesting no contact. She believes he does need treatment, and he needs to, he may need an evaluation, MH wise.
Did we lose him?
Excuse me?
You're there. Okay. Oh, I was making sure you were still there.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. It just said my connection was unstable.
Yeah, I
Did I
think you
cut out for
froze for
anything?
you cut out, you froze for a second, so I'm not for sure where you stopped off about.
Had the state had I gotten to my recommendation, Judge, for
No.
that? Okay.
Okay.
We are recommending a $6,500 surety, total, 5,000 on the simple battery family violence, 1,000 on the criminal trespass, and $500 on the obstruction charge. We are with the prior conviction and that other case that was dismissed, both of which were family violence, recommending FFIP here, Your Honor. We think it's more than appropriate given the circumstances. We are asking for no further contact with Miss Walker. He should not be around her, and he should certainly stay away from the 1175 Hembry Road address in Roswell, the in-town suites, as well as no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And that is all for the state on this one, Your Honor. If we could sound for Miss Walker, if she's online and wishes to speak.
When did he take the other FFIP?
It would have been post 22 or in 22 or post when that conviction was.
Oh, with that, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is Miss Brittany Walker on?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you wish to address the court today, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's turn on your camera.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, my phone is running slow. Is it showing on your end?
No, can't see you.
Okay. There we go.
There, very good. All right. And remember, this is not your trial, so I'm not here to debate the facts with you, but if you wish to answer a few questions for me, allow you to do that. Raise your right hand. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm getting a bad connection, but let's see where we go with the hands down. Are you in fear of Mr. Bruce Walker?
Ma'am.
Say that again.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to have contact with him?
Yes, ma'am, if he's given a argument.
If what now?
He's given the proper treatment. I'm sorry, the phone is running hot, so
Yeah.
it runs slow.
And you said you want to have contact if you don't get in an argument. Is that what you said?
Ms. McLeod,
If
correct me if I'm
he has-
wrong. Did she say if he got the proper treatment?
Didn't hear what you said. I was going
Okay.
to suggest that maybe she might want to turn off the camera, and then we probably would be able to hear her better. Because
All
I
right,
really
turn
don't
off the
hear what she
camera. Let's
said.
see if we can hear you better. And you said you wanted to have contact with him if what?
If he had, if he proper treatment. He already has a bond, which was in Jerry County.
So
I'm talking to certain
terrible.
people that I'm sorry.
Can't try to figure it out. Did you say you want him to have treatment?
Ma'am,
Yeah, it's not good. I really am. I don't want to waste a lot of time trying to figure out what you're saying.
I just
Still can't. I'm getting like every other syllable.
Hear anything, Ava?
Yeah. You can mute yourself unless you go out and come back in, but I'm not going to tarry too long. All right, go ahead, Ms. McLeod.
Yes, Your Honor. My client tells me that they have been married for some time, and he has 3 stepchildren that he co-parents with the alleged victim. He told me that he would like to have no further violent contact with her, if that is possible, Your Honor. And yes, I understand that there has been some previous stuff between them, but I believe he has also been the victim at some point in time. But based on what he tells me, I believe there's just one. He has a previous conviction, but it was several years ago, Your Honor. So I would ask that his bond, which right now seems to be somewhat high, given the fact that he works, but his job is not one that pays very high, Your Honor. It tells me that he does delivery. So I would ask that the court consider making this bond less. And also, there's a good possibility that the alleged victim is the one that probably has to make this bond for him. So making the bond as high as it is likely going to cause both of them some kind of hardship. Nothing further, Your Honor.
And State, did you say that the 22 conviction in Cherokee County is the same victim? Or do we
That's
know?
correct, Judge.
It is.
Same victim in both of the defendants'
Both
priors.
of them in his prior.
Your Honor, may I talk?
No, 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 no. I'm not gonna go into the other cases. I've got enough general history. You said you still wanted to be around him. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, if given proper treatment, and I'm not the only one that said that.
Okay. All right. Mute yourself for me. I'm
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
give him the $6,500 surety bond, 5,000 on the simple battery, 1,000 on the criminal trespass, and 500 on the willful obstruction. I was gonna go with the cash bond, but I'll just make it higher because of the he's a repeat offender. I'm going to have him to stay away from the in-town suites on Roswell Road. And since this just happened, probably less than 24 hours ago, I'm going to have him right now to have no further contact with Miss Brittany Walker. Stay away from her so we can cool this down. And stay within 200 yards of her. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I think that's it. Did I leave out anything?
Your Honor, what was the breakdown for that again?
5,000 on the simple battery, 1,000 on the criminal trespass, 500 on the willful obstruction.
Gotcha. And that was a level
No, surety.
It's a surety bond.
surety bond.
And is Your Honor ordering anything with respect to the FIB or any sort of anger management?
We don't even know if he can get out in the first place. That's a very high bond for him.
Well, if he does, I'd like to hear what the judge has to say.
You know, he continues getting the cases and he took it around in 2022. I don't know if he's got the money to start it again. Or certainly I can order him to take some anger awareness courses and pay for it on his own. At least to start that. Let's let him find 3 anger awareness courses and pay for it himself. That'll be something to start with. Let's do that. All right, that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
We have position 35, Mr. Walker.
This is 26 CR 000-555C Gary Walker, charged with 1 count of battery family violence and 2 counts of simple battery family violence.
Well,
Trial.
2024 simple assault conviction, 21 entering auto conviction, 2019 probation, 2019 theft by taking, theft by deception conviction,
Oh, he did it.
2017 entering auto first offender, 2017 trespass conviction. That's level 2. That's it.
All right, state.
Judge, this incident took place January 13th, 2173 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway, Northwest in Atlanta. Officers responded to a dispute call there and made contact with the victim, Miss Jasmine Wallace. She explained the defendant, who's her live-in boyfriend, they're dating, had gotten physical with her when they were arguing. He pushed her during the argument by her neck up against a wall and applied pressure. The defendant also he had left that day, then returned, and she had called the police. And while she was waiting for officers to arrive, he had returned. Another argument ensued, and during that argument, the defendant struck her in her left eye with his hand, and the officer saw that her eyes were, red from that. This ultimately came back around to January 26th when an officer responded to a domestic call at that same location, made contact with the defendant there. There was that warrant out. She stated on the 26th that she was sick of her boyfriend hitting her. She wasn't hit on the 26th. She stated that she had called 911 and he had left the location with her keys. We spoke with Miss Wallace. She confirmed the events of the warrant. The two had been together for 5 years. They don't share any children. This was the first incident, she says, like this. They have not been in contact since the incident. And she explained that she does want no further contact and to stay away from the home. We did listen in on the jail calls here, which were concerning in some part. There was an apology via admission on the defendant's part, admission via apology on the defendant's part, excuse me. And she explained to him that she was scared from his violence and from him hitting her. And he stated that he needed to get himself together because he's behaved this way since she met him. So this appears to be part of an ongoing cycle here with the defendant judge. When she told him that, she was asking, essentially, she didn't want contact and has to follow the orders of the court, he responded that he doesn't care about the rules. And she's also, excuse me, she also said he needed time to reflect, and had previously told him to leave her alone before contacting police. Defendant apologized there. We have some concerns here with his history. He does have that simple assault conviction, entering auto conviction. It's got obstructing or hindering persons making emergency phone call. That case out of Cobb that was dismissed from 2024. And with this, the jail calls, his statements that he won't abide by the rules of the court. We do have heightened concern for her, as well as what's suggested that this is an ongoing issue. We are recommending, therefore, a $5,000 total surety. We're recommending $3,000 on the battery family violence and $1,000 on each simple battery family violence, as well as 3 days anger awareness. No further contact with Jasmine Wallace. Stay away from 2176 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while on bond. We'd ask for an ankle monitor as well, if it's clear to us that he already doesn't intend to abide by the rules of the court. So we'd be asking for an ankle monitor, Judge, if he is released. If we could sound for Miss Wallace at this time. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Jasmine Wallace. Jasmine Wallace. All right, go ahead, PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Walker is 27 years old and he was born and raised here in Georgia. Your Honor, he is actually in the middle of moving out from that location. All he has to do is just take out the final personal belongings. He has no objection to stay away and no contact with her. And if possible, his mother can go and, bring all the stuff, his final stuff. If Your Honor is not inclined to give you a one-time law enforcement officer escort visit to retrieve his personal belongings. He has no children. And Your Honor, after 11th grade, he's been trying to get his GED. However, he's still pursuing at this point. He is working full-time at Tyson Foods. Your Honor, we would like to request for signature on bond, pretrial level 3. If Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond because of the history and conviction history, we ask for the lowest possible bond for $1,000 surety bond, total of $3,000 surety bond.
I'm going to order the $5,000 surety bond, 3,000 on the battery, 1,000 on the simple battery, each of the simple batteries, for a total of 5. I'm going to order that he stay away from the Donnelly Hollowell address, no further contact with the victim. And 3 days of anger awareness courses. He can pay for them on his own, submit proof. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. He's got to stay 200 yards away from Jasmine Waller. Not going to order the ankle monitor at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Next we have position number 28, Mr. Simon.
This is 26 CR 0005688E. Roderick Simon, charged with 1 count of theft of services.
5th arrest, 2018 battery DV that was dismissed. Couple of DUIs dismissed. You said battery? Oh, this stuff was heard. Jail recommendation. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, there was that other obstructing or hindering persons making emergency phone call, battery, family violence, and simple battery. 2017, that was dismissed as well. Yeah, so most of his history here, his arrests were they're violence or alcohol related. In any case, this incident here, which took place yesterday at Los Mariachis, it's a restaurant located at 7794 Ella Lane in Fairburn. There was a dispute. Essentially, the defendant had racked up a tab of $113 roughly. Food and drinks, continued to order drinks, and had been given ample opportunity to pay. He was noticeably intoxicated from the officer's estimation. Said he wouldn't pay until midnight. They said he needs to pay now. And he continued to refuse. He was ultimately placed under arrest. State will be fine with a signature bond through pretrial judge, where we would ask for a stay away from 7794 Ella Lane in Fairburn. That is, again, the Los Mariachis. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while on bond.
PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Simon is 41 years old. He was born and raised in Connecticut. I believe he came to Georgia about 12 years ago. His family members, cousins, friends are here in Georgia. He graduated from high school 2003, and he served at the Army 2003 to 2011. He also went to college in North Carolina for agriculture and technology. He is a veteran receiving disability for his medical condition, Your Honor. And we would like to request for signature on bond through jail.
All right, I will allow a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Stay away from the restaurant there on Ella Lane. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that should be it.
Next, we have position number 15, Mr. Hertez.
Case number is 26 CR 000547. Can you call the rest of that for me, Ms. Bridgewater?
Yes, Your Honor, it's 26 CR 000547. 547Y. Charge is theft by taking.
Okay.
Wait on
Pretrial?
me? Oh, all right.
Yes.
23. We got an open case out of Snellville, theft by deception, theft by taking, and suspended license. Open cases out of the cab, theft by taking, battery DV, cruelty to children, false imprisonment. That's some open drug cases as well. I got 2 FTAs from 2025, 2016 robbery conviction, 2014 theft by receiving false swearing conviction, 2013 FTA. Said level 4. That's all.
Okay.
He's also got a porch pirate case open in Fulton County with the DA's office, Your Honor, that occurred, I believe, shortly after this incident. We are asking for 2,500 per charge based on the fact that it was the same apartment complex where he got the felony porch pirate charge.
I only have one charge. How many charges?
I have, oh, it is one. I'm sorry. The
Okay.
porch pirate is, you have to have 3 or more.
Oh.
This one is only one. No contact with the victim, Mr. Me. Stay away from that apartment complex, the Charleston Court Apartments at 5450 Glenridge Drive, in an anti-theft course. We don't know what else is going on, but again, this is the second time in 2 months that he went back and picked up this charge and then the felony porch pirate. Several theft by taking, theft by deception, an FTA from last year. 2 FTAs from last year. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. And how much was your recommendation?
2,500 per 2,500. There's only one charge. Sorry.
Okay. All right. PD?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Huertas is 32 years old. Your Honor, he has been living here in Georgia for the past 20 years. Your Honor, he resides in Dunwoody, has no reason to be over at those apartments, has no problem with the stay away, no contact, doesn't know this alleged victim at all. Your Honor, he was employed up until about 8 months ago. He was working as the general manager at a local restaurant, Your Honor, but since then he's started his own business, working as a handyman. He's been doing that for the past 8 months. Your Honor, he has an associate's degree as well in business management. Your Honor, he's also a father to a 9-month-old, and his wife is 6 months pregnant, so they're expecting the birth of their second child coming here in about 3 months or so. Your Honor, we would ask, Your Honor, that he receive a bond not to exceed $1,000 total for this one single charge, Your Honor.
I'm going to order the $2,500 surety bond. And I'm going to order him to stay away from the Charleston apartment complex. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that should be it.
Next, we have position number 14, Mr. Heath.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0000546D, Marquise Heath, charge of 2 counts of simple battery family violence.
First arrest level 1.
All right,
Yes, Your Honor. The victim in this case, Chiquita Gay, who is with us, took him in because he was evicted and homeless. In this particular instance, he attacked her and threw her phone out the window. We did listen into the jail calls. He basically tells her that it's her fault. She caused him to lose his job. The victim says the neighbors called the police. He needs to calm down. He says, no, this is your fault. You called the cops. I got arrested and now I lost my job. There's another call wherein the victim says, "Hey, I called your dad, I called your family. You were arrested for domestic violence." Again, they argue about whether or not this is her fault. And she called the police and caused him to lose his job. He then says, "Call my family and tell them to get me out," and hangs up on her. We did speak with her. She said they had dated previously for 5 years. They broke up, but had still remained in communication. Again, he came to her and said, "I'm homeless." She took him in. She did allege that there was been previous domestic violence history, although mostly verbal. She said it had not gotten physical in the past. She does want no further contact and to stay away from the house, which is the incident location, and any of his personal belongings she can give to his friend. So we are asking for a $5,000 surety. That's $2,500 per charge. No further contact with the victim, Chiquita Gay. Stay away from 23 Larkin Place, being that he started there because he had been evicted, and we are asking for no return. A social worker visit may be necessary. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. If we could say sound for Miss Gay to see if she wishes to address the court. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Gay. Shakita Gay. All right, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
keep.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know how to unmute it. Hi, Judge. I'm so
Wow.
sorry. I'm so
Turn on
sorry.
your, find out how to turn on your camera.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. One
All
thing.
right.
One thing.
And
Okay.
do you
Turning on
wish
the
to,
camera.
hold on. Do you
Okay.
wish to address the court today? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand for me.
Right hand.
Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so, are you in fear of Mr. Heath?
No, no, ma'am. I'm not in fear of Mr.
Okay.
Heath.
Do you want to have any further contact with him?
Yes, I do. I just really need him to get himself together. He has nowhere to go, and the bond is really, really high for him. Um, he is on a journey right now, and that's the reason why I continue to help him out,
Okay.
honestly.
Well, we don't want you getting hurt in the meantime.
Yes, ma'am. I understand, but I'm not in fear.
Okay. We just want you to be safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Any other questions about the state of the PDs?
Not from defense, Your Honor.
Okay. State.
Yes, Miss Gay, do you believe that he needs anger awareness or the family violence intervention program in order to help his journey, as you put it?
Yes, ma'am. He does.
Do you believe that he has some mental health concerns that perhaps need to address, or any sort of abuse of any drugs or alcohol that need to be addressed?
No drugs or alcohol, and it's just the first one that you said, which is he really needs some intervention treatment.
Okay. And
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
just for the anger, or is there anything else we need to address?
Just the anger. He really need help with his anger. He really
Okay.
need help.
All right. Thank you. Nothing further.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can mute yourself. Thank you, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Heath is 32 years old. He's been living here in Georgia for the past 8 years. He does have family local here in the area. Your Honor, he has been in the process of looking for work, told me that he has 2 jobs that he's hopeful that he can retain. One working at a Honda dealership and another at a funeral home. Your Honor, he's a high school graduate. Your Honor, and as you heard from the alleged victim, Miss Gay, she is allowing for him to return back to the Larkin Place address, Your Honor. But he told me that he does have a cousin he can stay with if necessary, Your Honor, and may be able to work something out with his parents to stay with his father.
Okay.
We would just ask for a signature bond from Mr. Heath, as he really can't afford anything more than a nominal bond. And I do believe, maybe I'm mistaken, but I heard that this was his first arrest.
Yes. That's what I heard as well. All right. I will allow him to have the a $3,000 signature bond, $1,500 on each charge. I believe there are two charges. With that $3,000 signature bond, I will, that will have to be through pretrial, level 1. Also, I'm going to have him to take 2 anger awareness courses through pretrial. I'm going to order that he stay away from the Larkin place. Since he's got other options to go live somewhere else, let's do that so we can cool this down. No further contact right now with Shakita Gay. And I know she says she's not in fear of him, but I'm going to order that for now. No further contact and to stay away from her until this is cooled down. Okay. All right. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Next, we have position number 18, Mr. Johnson.
This is 26 CR 000-550F, Joshua Johnson, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass.
You ready?
Yes.
16 on probation for ag assault, 19 SC 172665. 2020 probation, 2016 probation, 2015 robbery conviction, 2015 trespass conviction, 2013 failure to appear. Said level 3. That's all I have.
Okay.
Yesterday, Your Honor, 2 officers responded to 897 Lawton Street. The property manager said that he had reason to believe that there were unauthorized occupants staying at that address. He had previously got in there, found a lot of things that were out of place. Officers went to the home. A female answered the door, asked what was going on. They said no one should be here. She said the defendant and her, it was his place. She's just visiting. They found her belongings in one bedroom. In the other, the bed was missing. The bedroom window was broken, which the officers believe was the entry point into the home, and a third bedroom which had clothing and bedding, and the female said, yes, that's where Joshua is staying. We are asking for a $2,000 surety based on the 15 cycles. Stay away from 897 Lawton Street. And it sounds like a social worker visit may be necessary here. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
PD?
Excuse me, I got it. Hold on.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Johnson is 37 years old. Your Honor, he's been living in Atlanta his whole life, and has been struggling with homelessness for the past 10 years, Your Honor. So we are going to be having him talk with a social worker in order to get him the help that he needs. We think there's maybe some MH going on there as well. Your Honor, he went as far as the 12th grade but did not graduate. Your Honor, says he's 3/4 of the way through of getting his GED. Your Honor, Your Honor, that's about all I have at this point. He can only afford a nominal bond. We will be trying to get him hooked up with our social workers in order to find him more stable address. But at this time, Your Honor, I believe he can use 201 Washington Street as a mailing address. That's all, Your Honor. We'd ask for a signature bond, as that's all that Mr. Johnson can afford at this time.
Okay. I'm going to give him that $2,000 surety bond. Ask him to stay away from the Lawton Street home. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And the social worker visit. see if there's any resources that he needs. Anything else?
Your Honor, your camera isn't on.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Let me repeat that. There's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. And to stay away from the Lawton Street address. There will be no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I will order that social worker visit to see if there's any resources that he needs. That should be it.
Next, we have position number 9, Mr. Connolly.
Okay.
Take a lot, man. Look for this shit, bro.
26 CR 0005418A. Is it Josiah Conley charged with 1 count of fare evasion, 2nd count of willful obstruction?
First adult arrest level 1. That's it.
Okay. Date.
Oh, okay. Your Honor, the fare evasion has a UJR from the previous magistrate, and the obstruction has a $100 surety from the previous magistrate. We would ask that it remain. Stay away from MARTA, and perhaps a social worker visit. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Mr. Conley was accompanied by a minor. So initials KH. We also would ask that he not have further contact with the minor, as it appears he may be a bad influence. They both went through the gate, they both ignored the officers, and they both took off running when they were approached by officers. So we would ask no further contact with KH, fare evasion, UJR, obstruction 100, stay away from MARTA, and a social worker as needed. Thank you.
What is the UJR amount on the fare evasion? Do you know?
It said $0 on my screen.
Oh, zero, just
Mhm.
zero UJR. Okay.
Yep.
And then 100 surety on the obstruction. Do you have any objection to keeping those that way, PD?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, that's what we'll do. But I'll have to add the stay away from all MARTA while on bond. And no further contact with the minor KH. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Which is, I guess, roughly a split bond.
Your Honor, would you repeat that bond amount, please?
Zero bond amount UJR on the fare evasion through the jail.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the second charge, 100 surety.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, next, we got a couple of waivers. Position number 1,
Okay.
waived.
That's a waiver?
Yes.
Okay. And what else? 3?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, position number 3, waived. Yep.
Okay.
Position number 5 is a waiver.
Just a question. I know we still have some victims on here. Do we want to wait to announce names, or I just don't want anybody hanging out for no reason if they don't need to be?
No.
They may be here for waivers.
No,
Okay.
they're just waiting to be brought back. That's all. I can put them in the back if you want.
There's more cases. Are there more waivers or?
Yeah, the rest are just waivers. We have position number 11 is a waiver. Position number 12, waived. 13 is a waiver. 17 is a waiver. 20 is a waiver. 22 waiver. 23, hold on.
Is Samsung a waiver?
Excuse me, don't interrupt, please. We'll talk to you in a second.
Yeah, 23 was waiver. That was the field trip we went on, right? Yes, that's a waiver.
Okay.
26 waiver, 27 waiver. 31 is a waiver. 32, I believe, is a waiver. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, 23 Treadwell will have this was a medical reset.
Okay.
And that's it.
What was 32?
32 was a medical.
Reset.
Okay.
Did
Sorry.
we do that add-on, David Anthony? And Charles Craig? I had 2 add-ons.
I thought it was just the one add-on with the female from.
Yeah,
Oh.
you sure that wasn't a SAP?
Oh, duh.
It's
I'm
okay.
just printing stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to add on anymore.
Yeah.
All right. And there's someone on Zoom that asked about their person. Who was that? Started with an S, I thought. That sure is. It's a state all-purpose add-on. Okay. Who's on Zoom and ask about the person? Do we still have some others on Zoom that we need to find out who you're here for? No? All right.
Yeah, Justin Davis.
Justin Davis.
Yes, ma'am.
Did we have a Justin Davis?
Judge, can we just go through the waivers, please?
I don't think we had a Justin Davis on the calendar.
He's Justin Davis, but we have
He's-
Yes, ma'am.
people
You can-
still
you
on here
can-
asking for people.
You can sign off, sir. You're a person.
Rogers Hamilton.
Excuse me, we're gonna go through the waivers, and if the person that you're on
We've
here
already
is still on
completed
here,
that case.
we'll
Already
address
complete-
it.
We've already completed that case.
It's on my mind.
I'm sorry?
I've been on since 2 o'clock and I haven't heard his name.
Who are you calling for? I mean, signing on for? Oh, Hamilton is a waiver. Yes. So we'll be doing that shortly, but it is a waiver. He won't be coming out. All right. The first case we're going to do is number 1. Nikki, is it Adesier? 26 CR 0000533E. Charge of 1 count of battery family violence.
4 total. 2023 trespass. 07 simple battery DV dismissed. Level 1.
All right. State.
Yeah, Your Honor. I'm sorry if I restate what pretrial said. I was trying to find my case. 1983 New Jersey, simple assault dismissed. 2007 simple battery family violence dismissed. 2 counts of criminal trespass on 2 separate occasions in 2023. In this particular instance, he threw a piece of wood at the victim, Ann Adesi, and it hit her in the back. That is his wife. We are asking for a $2,500 surety, no further contact with Ann Adesi. Stay away from 5845 Sunset Maple Drive in Johns Creek. In the FVIP program, we have not heard from Miss Adesi. If we could sound for her, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Miss Odesi? All right, PD?
Your Honor.
Thank
What?
you, Your Honor.
Hello?
I
Who's speaking? Okay, go ahead, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Adesai is 69 years old. He's been living here in Georgia for the past 22 years. I believe at the incident location, Sunset Maple Creek. He owns that property. He's been living there with his wife, who he's been married to for the past 40 years. Your Honor, he has 3 adult children and is retired. Spent some time working at Wall Street and then doing consulting afterward. Hasn't been working in Wall Street since 2001, Your Honor. Has several postgraduate degrees, including a PhD in education, Your Honor. He did suffer a massive stroke and brain aneurysm in November 2018 and has been in a diminished capacity since then, Your Honor. He has, given his age, a limited, I would say, criminal history, Your Honor. We would ask for a signature bond. And we don't believe there's any need for a no contact. What Mr. Adesai told me about his wife, the alleged victim, is that she is also suffering some from what he believes to be is perhaps early signs of dementia. And he is her primary caregiver. The 2 of them just live together. Their adult children don't live with them, although they do visit with them regularly. Your Honor, so we would ask that there not be a no contact. A no violent contact is fine with us, Your Honor. But we just asked if we given a UJR for this.
Well, I don't know if there's been an ample cooling down period, and if he could go back home, they can live in peace. I'm not sure about that. How old is the victim? Do we know? I guess, is she around his age?
Around there, Your Honor. I think just a couple years younger.
Have you spoken to any of the children?
I have not been able to get in touch with them, Your Honor.
I'm trying to figure out who's helping them out or what's going on so that we don't have to revisit any of this again as they are aging. All right, I will give him a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial. He'll be level 1. To have no further violent contact with the victim. Gonna have him to take 4 anger awareness courses through pretrial. Did I say level 1? No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That's it.
Your Honor, could I make a correction in this courtroom too? Position number 32, Treadwell, wasn't a medical reset. He waived too.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm so sorry.
Who's that?
Judge, I keep muting the people that keep asking questions. We're trying to go through the waivers.
I know, right?
Before be in a timely fashion. So
and who are these
we're
people?
going to address everybody. I'm trying to. I don't want to put them in the waiting room in case they want to hear people, the people that they're here for. But you have to stop speaking while we're trying to address the court.
Put it in the chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat. Can't just keep speaking out. Or if you're here for a person, put it in the chat. All right, next we have position 3, Emmanuel Brown, 26 CR 0000535E, charged at 1 count of disorderly conduct.
20. We got to open disorderly conduct in state court from last year. on probation for terrorist threats, reckless conduct, loitering, prowler, and PR. On probation in DeKalb County for trespass. I got FTA from 25, 2024 trespass conviction, 24 simple assault, disorderly conduct conviction. Level 3. That's it.
Yes, Your Honor, based on that history with the FTA and the various cycles, there's a $1,000 surety already set. We would ask that it remain. No further contact with the victim. Jadine, and I'm sorry if I said that wrong, Brown, Jadyne. And it sounds like we might need a social worker visit. He was soliciting for money. She said no, so he spit on her car. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brown is 36 years old. He was born in Washington, D.C. and moved to Georgia with his family members. We have a good address here in Georgia. And also I try to reach his father so he can get some support, but I was not able to contact. We would like to request for a signature on bond. He is unemployed. He has no funds to pay for any kind of bond at this point. And also, we already requested social worker to have a visit for his BHET.
All right. I will just leave it at the 1,000 surety that's already set. No further contact with the victim, social worker visit, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I don't know, you didn't ask for stayaways or not one?
No, Your Honor, this occurred kind of in the
Out
open.
and about. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing else then. Next we have position 5, Jose Cano, charged with 1 count of simple battery, family violence, 26 CR 0005371.
14. 2018 battery DV, strangle, dismiss. 2015 robbery, carjacking conviction. 2014 grand theft vehicle in the 3rd degree conviction. That's level 2. That's it.
And those are out of Florida, Your Honor. He's got a pretty checkered history, including simple battery, tampering with a witness, simple assault, assault on someone over the age of 65. The strangulation case that was already mentioned, and the battery domestic violence, 2 counts. We are asking for a $2,500 surety, no further contact with the victim, Starlet Pinder. The leasing office, she tells us, has issued a stay away. He is not to return to the apartments at 1829 Campbellton Road. It is my understanding he does or did have an apartment there, so he may need to do a one-time visit to get his things if they haven't tossed them already. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. And I do believe I saw Miss Pinder on the Zoom. If we could sound for her. Thank you.
Ms. Pinder.
Where's Brian and Soho?
Ms. Pinder.
Yes, I'm here.
Do you wish to briefly address the court or answer 2 questions for me?
Yes, I do.
Turn on your camera. Are you in fear of Mr. Cano? Oh, I'm sorry. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Put your hand down. Are you in fear of Mr. Is it Cano or Canoe?
Kano.
Kano.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you in fear of him?
Yes, I am.
You want to have any further contact with him?
No, I don't.
Good. All right. We've got that down. Any questions for her by the state or PD's office?
None from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
And this is not your trial, Ms. Pender, so that's all I need to hear from you for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Kano is originally, I believe, from North Carolina. He's been living here in Atlanta since May of last year, Your Honor, after he was released from jail. Your Honor, he has two jobs, one working as a maintenance tech at those apartments where he does reside. It has a separate apartment from the alleged incident, but it is the same apartment complex community. Your Honor, he will have to, I guess, figure out some other sort of living situation. He doesn't have one ready at the time, Your Honor, but we will work with that, Your Honor. In addition to working as a maintenance tech, he also works at a event company, fan favorite, Your Honor. So he works two jobs. He has his GED as well, Your Honor. Has family that lives in North Carolina, but has no other family local here in the area. He does have co-workers that he resides with and other friends. Your Honor, we would just ask that he receive a bond here, not to exceed or in line with what the state has recommended, $2,500 surety bond.
Okay. I will order that $2,500 surety bond. He is to stay away from the Campbellton Road location or the incident location. He is to have no further contact with the victim, Ms. Pender. He is to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I don't know, where is this he wants to go back to get his items? Is that Ms. Pender's place?
Your Honor, I believe he has a separate apartment. The apartment number for him is J4. It would be the same complex, same address, just different apartment number.
Okay, he can have a one-time law enforcement escort to go back to his apartment to get his things. And if he comes back, Ms. Pender, without a police escort, call 911 immediately so he can be rearrested, okay? Is it close in proximity to your apartment?
Yes, it's right in front of my apartment. It's a abandoned apartment because he's working doing maintenance in the apartment. So he found a empty apartment that he's staying and sleeping in. But the leasing manager had told him he couldn't stay there. So he just had it's an empty apartment.
And you're very fearful of him, correct?
Yes, I am, and it's directly in front of me. I stay in building D and he's in building J, right? Like directly in front of me.
But is it the same building or a different building?
It's in the same it's in the same complex, but it's a different building. It's at the
That's
same
my point. That's what I asked you. I thought it was the same building like across the hall, but it's the different building. But I understand they're right next to each other. I get it. And it sounds like they're very close.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still has personal belongings there or not. And usually we will let people come back to get their items.
Ma'am, I'm in fear. He's very dangerous. He's been coming through my window when I'm at work, like because he's the maintenance, so he knows how to get in. And they're doing renovation here because the building is old. So it was so simple for him to come in and out of my apartment when I'm at work. I'm afraid of Jose Cano.
All right, I'm not gonna order the one-time escort for him to come back. Let's make sure our victim feels safe. I will not order that. So he should not go back. If you see him, call the police. Let them know you have a bond order that says he should not be on the premises there. I know he may work there, but right now he needs to stay away.
Or the leasing manager said he's not allowed to work here anymore. Because the incident happened in the leasing office yesterday. I ran into the leasing office and Jose came behind me. So the leasing the one who called the police.
Good. All right. Well, be careful. We're not gonna allow him to come back on the premises while he's on bond. He has a stay away order and no further contact with you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Contact the solicitor's office if you need a copy of that, or they will work with you, the victim witness advocate. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. All right. Bye. Let's go to
11.
Thank you. This is All I have, Miss Bridgewater, is 26 CR 00543, and this is Rogers Hamilton.
Yes,
And-
ma'am. Charge was simple assault, family violence.
Okay, just the one charge. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
And that letter is H.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Second,
H. I see. Okay.
second arrest, 2023. What is it? Battery DV no load. It's level 1. That's all.
All right.
Your Honor, we did speak with the victim in this case, Triandra Lee. In this particular case, they were doing a child exchange. We'll call her RH, the 4-year-old daughter. When the defendant came, he also brought his brother. His brother exited the vehicle, attacked her. He's been arrested for battery as well and has a separate case. This defendant pulled out his gun, pulled it in the air, and racked one into the chamber while yelling at her. Then they both got in the car and fled before the police came. She is the victim in the 2023 battery family violence. She said there is a lengthy track record with police. She was very concerned that the brother didn't have a case. We assured her that he does, in fact. She said she does want third-party transfer through defendant's mom, as has been up until this point. She says that's been working well. There is a visitation court order out of DeKalb County. Defendant has visitation every other week. That said, victim wants no further contact, a stay away, and to continue with the third-party transfer. The stay would be 565 McDaniel Street. We are asking for the FVIP, being that there is history here and a $10,000 surety. I did not see Miss Lee, but if we could sound for Triandra Lee, we would appreciate it. No drugs, alcohol, and weapons, as usual, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, you're muted.
I'm sorry, are you Miss Trianda Lee?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm
Right.
Miss Lee.
Okay, do you want to answer a few questions for me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Rogers Hamilton?
No.
Do you want to have any further contact with him?
Just on the basis of the child.
Okay. So what they read, you have an order out of DeKalb for visitation and a third party's been facilitating that, and that's been
Yes,
going
ma'am.
okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You would not want him to come to your place or to have any contact with you.
That's correct.
Okay. All right.
And the brother that it happened with, he is on the line. He's here as well.
What's his name?
Roderick Hamilton. He's the one that slapped me that night. Yes, his brother did have the gun, but he did the assaulting.
Do we have you said we do have a case with him, right, ASG Spear?
Yes, we do. He's been charged with battery. If he speaks, he does have the right to remain silent, and with an open case and 2 solicitors listening, it's up to him if he wishes to address the court.
I don't wish to hear from him personally.
Fine by me.
He's not the victim in the case. So, Mr. Hamilton, I'm not going to hear from you. All right. Thank you, Ms. Pender, for coming on. I mean, no, Miss Lee. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. PD?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Rogers Hamilton, 28 years old, lifelong resident of Atlanta. He resides in Decatur with his mother, who can help to facilitate those child custody exchanges. Your Honor, as the alleged victim, Ms. Lee, said that she was okay with. Mr. Hamilton is a high school graduate. He was working at the Cookout restaurant as recently as earlier this month, but was recently let go from that job and is in the process of finding new work, Your Honor. He is a father just to that one 4-year-old daughter, Your Honor, with Miss Lee. Your Honor, and as Miss Lee stated, she's not in fear of him. And we would just ask for Mr. Hamilton today to receive a bond, a surety bond not to exceed $5,000 total.
Don't like what I'm hearing regarding the allegations. I make sure that this victim is safe. This is the second case, right, State?
That is correct. There was a 2023 battery family violence. He did plead NOLO on that. We also have grave concerns being that a weapon was involved and there was a second party alleged to be involved.
All right, I'm going to order the $10,000 surety bond. I'm going to ask that he stay away from Miss Lee's residence, job, or anybody connected with her 200 yards or more away. He sees her coming, he needs to go the other way. I'm going to order no further contact with her. And then they can continue with the DeKalb visitation order with the third-party transfer for the child. But he is not to come near her or have any contact with her. And I will order him to start the FVIP since I think I heard he was working. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And if he has any more guns in his possession, he's to turn them over to the sheriff's department immediately when he gets out, or if he gets out. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what was that bond amount again?
10,000 surety.
Gotcha.
You said 2 or 10?
10, 10.
Okay.
Since he's a repeat offender. All right, the next one we have, is it 12?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that is 26 CR 0000544C, Joffrey Hampton, charged with 2 counts of criminal trespass and damage to property. Pre-trial.
Hampton, 5 total. He had an arrest this year for Cobb County unlawful carrying of a weapon. 2020 disorderly conduct conviction. 2022. It's kind of out of order. Disorderly conduct, simple assault, cruelty in the second. That was dismissed though. This was level 2. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, that's me. Sorry, Your Honor.
Oh.
Okay, Jeffrey Hampton, criminal damage to property ×2. This was about 2 weeks ago, give or take. Victim stated that defendant arrived at the residence heavily intoxicated. She kept saying leave. He said no. First, he punched a hole inside the kitchen area. Then he got a firearm, pointed it at himself, and said that he was going to kill himself. He then left the residence. She closed and locked the door behind him, and then he turned around and kicked the door open, knocked it off its hinges. One of the children present was who called 911. Being that there is an unlawful carrying of weapon, I believe that may have stemmed from this. It says 2026. There is cruelty to children in the second, a simple assault, and there's a previous criminal damage to property and disorderly conduct out of Arizona. We are only asking for a $2,000 surety. No further contact with, I'm going to say this wrong, Laquania, Lakwania, Scott, traditional spelling. Stay away from 1060 Kipling Street and an MHET. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you. If we could sound for Miss Scott, just in case.
All right, Ms. Scott. Ms. Scott. All right, go ahead, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hampton is 33 years old. He's a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. Your Honor, we would have no problem with a no contact and a stay away order. He has a good address in Mableton where he will reside with his mother. Your Honor, he was working as recently as the 17th of this month. That company shut down, a logistics company. He was doing warehouse work as a contractor for Amazon. Your Honor, he's also a veteran. He served in the Air Force and received an honorable discharge in 2012. Your Honor, he's a high school graduate, has a 16-year-old son. Your Honor, I'm not sure if that is with the alleged victim here or another woman. He sees that child regularly, Your Honor, but does not reside with him the majority of the time, Your Honor. We would just ask for Mr. Hampton to receive a signature bond, Your Honor, and he will comply with the no contact, the stay away order. We don't think a mental health evaluation is necessary, Your Honor. We don't see any sort of mental health issues, possibly an anger management or an alcohol and drug evaluation, Your Honor, but we don't feel like mental health is really relevant in this one.
Your Honor, with all due respect, he said repeatedly he was going to kill himself. That is a altered mental state.
All right. Let's I'll order BHUT, see if they can talk to him and determine if he needs more services in regard to mental health. But I will order the $2,000 surety, $1,000 on each. No further contact with the victim, Ms. Scott. Stay away from the incident location, her residence, her job, and no further contact with her. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that should be it. Anything else?
Nothing from the state.
Not from defense, Your Honor.
Let's see. Next we have 13. 26 CR 0000545G, Richard Harwell, charged with 1 count of failure to obey stop sign, driving, fleeing or attempting to elude, and willful obstruction.
14 on probation out of Walton County. Sale of marijuana. Possession of a Schedule 1, 3 counts. 2018 possession of a firearm by convicted felon conviction. Most of his history is drugs. He's wanted out of Cobb and Walton County. Got level 3 on here. That's all.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a $1,000 surety on each charge for a total of $3,000. That ought to do it. We have concerns based that he's wanted out of a couple counties, but it is, after all, a traffic stop. So that's all we're asking for at this time. Thank you.
Okay. So those are, when we say wanted, he does have warrants pending out of those.
Yes.
So okay.
He has the one from Walton County I show is a probation violation. I didn't see the other one.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harwell's 40 years old, also a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. He resides in Lithonia with his mother. Your Honor is currently in between jobs, was working as recently as October at a security company, but has been unable to find work since he was let go from that position in October. He suffers from epilepsy, Your Honor, but does receive medication for it. He has his GED and is also a certified welder. Received that certification from Atlanta Area Technical College in 2023. He is a father to two teenage boys, ages 16 and 13. They live with their mother, but he does see them regularly on the weekends, Your Honor. We understand the history as well as the holds, but it is a traffic stop, Your Honor. We would ask for a signature bond where available for Mr. Harwell, and so that he can be on his way to address those holds out of Cobb and Walton.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a $3,000 signature bond to be released to his holds, whichever one comes first. So that'll be $1,000 on each. And I'd say 3,000 signature bond. He is to not drive unless he has the proper, well, he doesn't have a license suspension, does he? Or maybe. No, I may not go there. Is his license suspended?
I don't have his driving history, but it does say that he ran the license and it didn't show that it was suspended, but
Okay, I'll just put on there for being sure or careful of it. No driving unless he has the proper credentials to drive or license. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And guess that is it.
What level?
What, to be released to his holds?
Oh, you say to be released to his hold. Okay.
Yeah, signature bond. And I dare say through the jail because I don't want him to get out if he's not released to his holds. So he's got 2, but he is not to get out on his own recognizance at all. Otherwise, if the holds don't pick him up, then it turn into a surety bond.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. So is that through pretrial?
No, it's technically through the jail, but I just want to make sure that you all are clear. He's to be released to one of his holds. He has 2 holds, Cobb and Walton. But I don't want him to get out technically on a signature bond, but I am giving him one so that he can be released to his hold. I know it sounds confusing, but you know what I mean?
Yes.
Give me a level.
It's not through pretrial.
But he gonna get out.
This is a SOB 3,000 SOB jail, correct?
Yes.
Okay, released to the whole.
Okay. Okay.
But it says released to the holds.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's late. It's been a long day.
I was gonna say it's slightly after 5. None of this counts anyway.
So after 5, the brain says I'm tired.
Okay, we're going to 17.
Yes, ma'am.
Alan Jacobs.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Jacobs is 26 CR 00549.
Before you continue,
Oh.
Judge, I'm not sure if this is one you may want to hold to the end. It's a PI. Yeah.
Yes. Let's wait. We still have some people on, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me hold that. Let's go on and come back to 17. So the next one will be
20.
Yes. All right. This is 26 CR 00551J. Jason Lewis, charge of 1 count of theft by shoplifting.
41. 2010 burglary conviction. 2013 petty theft conviction. 2018 forgery in the first conviction. 2022 petty theft conviction. I got a 2023 assault battery arrest. 2023 trespass conviction. 23 grand theft conviction. 24 grand theft conviction. 24 petty theft conviction. 25 grand theft conviction. That's all. Hold on. Right, it said level 2. But that's
Yeah.
all I have.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. This was a January 25th, 2026 incident target. Excuse me. Sorry, that's the more recent case. Hold on. Let me make sure I get that case date correct. What do we have here on the? This is Mr. Lewis, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, this was the 15th, Judge. The defendant had, it's that same target location. Apologies for the confusion. He's also being held on felony charges under 26 PI 000713 for felony theft by shoplifting from the same target. This one was from the 15th. He had taken various items from the sporting goods section, a tent, sleeping bag, as well as shoes. Value in total was $180. You've heard his history here, Judge. A lot of theft convictions, and those are interstate. A lot of those were from Florida. The most recent ones were from Florida with that felony grand theft, but multiple convictions for that and felony petite theft. And I saw just as well a fugitive from justice charge from 2020 out of California, but he's got cycles out of Florida, South Carolina, California, and he's got the Georgia ones here with that theft by shoplifting conviction from 2009. So this is by far from his first rodeo. He poses a risk to property in the community, as well as flight. So the state's recommendation here is going to be a $4,000 surety. Stay away from all targets in Fulton County. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right. PD Camp.
Mr. Lewis is 39 years old. He has been homeless quite a long time. And Your Honor, I tried to reach his grandmother. However, I was not successful to reach. He is going through, I referred him to social worker for housing resources and BHET. We would like to request for a maximum $1,000 surety bond for all three of them, hopefully by $250 and $250, $500. Even that, he's not going to be able to pay for any bond. So it will be like no bond, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, and the felony shopliftings were from the 26th, 2 days ago. He was arrested on all of these at the same time, and that was for stealing hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise from the same target. So risk of reoffense as well.
And the amount that the state is recommending?
$4,000 surety, Your Honor.
Yeah, PD County's got a lot here. I don't know when it's going to stop, but 4,000 surety. Stay away from all targets in Fulton County. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's it. And let's see, we have 22. This is 26 CR 000558B is in boy. Christopher Malloy charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and damage to property.
First, jail was the recommendation. That's all.
Thank you.
Judge, this took place the 27th. So yesterday at 7505 Spalding Drive in Sandy Springs, law enforcement responded to reference to a domestic dispute, and they spoke with the victim, Miss Yolanda Lemke. She lives at the residence and has been for 10 months. The defendant is her ex-partner. They used to date. He lives there as well. He damaged her bedroom door by forcing it open while they were in the middle of an argument. And he forcefully pulled on the lock until it broke. And the officer observed the damage there. Also, had apparently been irate, throwing items around within the home prior to officers' arrival. Officers were shown video of that. We have spoken with Miss Lemke. She confirmed the events in the warrant, explained there is a DV history, including a recent incident from November 8th of last year, 2025, wherein the defendant used a small object to jab her in her left eye. She has 18% use in that eye now. According to her, the defendant also apparently maliciously filed a TPO against her. That TPO was denied, she says. She says the defendant needs help. She wants the defendant to stay away from the home. However, and this is haven't seen this in a minute. She wants no further violent contact with him as she is the defendant's power of attorney for medical concerns, and that she's also in charge of the mortgage. Defendant makes irrational decisions according to her. The Given the history that she's referencing here, I understand this is only arrest. We are going to be asking for a $2,000 surety. Um, with that, we are also asking for no further contact with Miss Lemke. You may need to find a different power of attorney. Stay away from 7505 Spalding Drive in Sandy Springs, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we get sound from Miss Lemke.
Okay, Miss Lemke, is Lemke? She on? No, go ahead, PD. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, Christopher Malloy refers herself, she identifies herself as a she. So I have to refer her as she. She is 33 years old, Your Honor, and she believes that location is her name. All the mortgage and deed is in her name. She has been living there for the last 5 years, and she allowed Ms. Lumpkin to reside with her for about 10 months while they were dating, and they're no longer in the relationship, and she wanted to actually evict her, and that's what this is causing drama. And we would like to request for signature on bond through jail, as she is recommended for that. She graduated from high school 2010. She went to Kansas State University for bachelor's degree, and also she's got a master's degree from GSU. And right now she's working as a software engineer while playing the music, the jazz, and her major instrument is saxophone. We would like to request for no further violent contact for the medical reasons.
Well, I see Miss Lemke, I think it's come on, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. It's come on the Zoom now. Do you wish to answer a few questions for me, ma'am? Miss Lemke?
Yes.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And tell me this, are you in fear of Miss Malloy?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Do you want?
yes.
Do you want to have any future contact with them?
I don't mind business contact with him, but personal, no, I don't want personal contact with him.
Okay, whose house are you all living in? Whose home is it?
I'm his power of attorney, because he wanted to 1013
No.
himself.
Well, my question is, whose home is it? I don't want you to give me a lot of other information that I don't need right now, because this is not the trial. So whose home is it legally?
I'm with him, but he's on the mortgage.
Okay, whose name is on the deed?
Both of us.
I'm sorry?
Both of us, but he's with the mortgage. He already had the mortgage and added me to the deed when we got together.
Okay. So it was his home first and then added you to the deed.
Yes.
And when did he do that?
Back in October, I believe. I'd have to look at the paperwork, because he was originally moving out because he lost his job. He doesn't have a job. He hasn't had a job in months.
Okay. You give me more than I'm asking you. So his name is on the deed, or was, and it was his home originally. You moved in when?
May of last year, almost a year ago.
And then he added you to the deed in October, but the mortgage is just still in his name.
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm Movement Mortgage as someone that handles the affairs.
Say that again?
We have notarized paperwork with the mortgage company that I can make decisions about the mortgage or
Well,
talk to
just get
them
information,
or
but
pay it.
that's fine. But the point, I guess, what I'm getting at is you're not added for payment. You just added for information.
Correct.
Okay. But you are added to the deed, so you say.
Yes, and power of attorney. Yeah.
Okay. And is he incompetent right now? Or do he needs a power of attorney?
I'm sorry, what?
Is he incompetent right now and he function for himself? Is this power of attorney going to effect when he's not competent, or is it going to effect now?
It went into effect the day that we signed. But the medical was to go in effect once he was evaluated at the hospital, but he never went to the hospital. And it's been downhill ever since then.
Okay. Are you intending to still stay there and stay together?
Well, we haven't been together in several months.
Okay.
I live here because I live in this house where he was supposed to move out of. But when he
But
lost,
the house was originally purchased by him. You've not purchased the house.
no, I just did a lease agreement with him. I was to pay $3,000 a month and take over the house, and he was to move out. And he
So
never moved.
he was gonna give you the house?
Like lease it to me. He was gonna rent
Oh,
it out.
lease it to you. Okay. Okay,
And
but he was still gonna own it.
right. And he was leaving and going to get his medical help. And he lost his job, and he can't do anything right now but get help.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, State or PD Kim?
I do have one. Did you ever seek medical treatment for that the incident with your eye from November?
Yes, I've been to the hospital twice, and it's this eye. If you listen to the recordings from last night when he kept calling and I was telling him no, he admits everything on the phone, and I just can't have him physically assault me or hurt me or throw plates at me or take my sight. I can't make excuses for that anymore. I mean, he's done a lot of really bad things in 10 months.
All right. Thank you for that. If you do want to pursue charges for that, please be sure to file a police report, and it'll come our way.
Okay, thank you.
22.
All right. I'm going to order a $3,000 surety bond. With that $3,000 surety bond, I'm going to order that the defendant stay away from the property right now, so that there can be the ample cooling down period. I'm going to order that he have no further contact right now with Yolanda. Is it Lemkin? And I maybe spelled the last name.
Lemke, Lemke.
Oh, Lemke. Okay. No further contact with you right now. And I mean that. No further contact, so he can have to go and stay somewhere else while he's on bond right now. So there's a stay away and no further contact. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's all out order right now. I was going to do some anger awareness courses, but I'll stay off of that for the moment. I'm sure that'll be down the road. But I'm gonna do it for your safety, Ms. Lemke, right now.
Thank you so
Until
much.
you all can work things out, okay?
Okay, thank you so very much.
All right, you're welcome.
Your Honor, he has no funds to pay for any bonds. And I believe that he denies that there's no lease. He
I
denies.
can't hear you a little bit, PD Kim. He denies what now?
My client denies all the allegation, and he's the one who filed the eviction and TPO against her, Your Honor.
Right, but I heard the TPO was denied.
Right. However, he has filed the eviction, Your Honor. And Your Honor, he needs one-time law enforcement officer escort visit to retrieve his personal belongings. And he will eventually get his house by evicting her, I guess.
Well, right now, while he's on bond for this domestic situation, I guess she can take that bond order to the court and show them that right now she can't be put out while he's on bond for this criminal case. I understand what you're saying, but I have to protect the victim at the moment. They can sort it out through that later. But I'm not going to change the bond or the conditions right now because it just happened less than 24 hours ago.
He doesn't get one-time law enforcement officer visit.
I don't know.
He doesn't have anybody who can bring any of his personal belongings.
All right, one-time law enforcement escort to get personal belongings. He comes without a law enforcement man, called police. All right, that's it.
And after she gets evicted, can he go back to his house?
After what now?
After he evicts her successfully, and can he return to his house?
I don't know if I'll say that right now. I don't want to get in trouble by saying that because I don't know how that's going to play out. If she gets proper service or not to know, and then he comes back, got my order. I'm not going to get in the middle of that right now. But right now he can't be there.
No problem.
And I'm not so sure if he gets an eviction order that, like I say, she's got to go and say her part. So I won't get into that.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. All right. Next one is Miller, 23, 26 CR 000559A, Emmanuel Miller, charged with 2 counts of battery family violence and 2 counts of simple battery family violence.
8 total. On probation out of Douglas County, criminal damage in the second and burglary. 2024 failed to appear. 2013 burglary, theft by taking, theft by receiving. I didn't see a PSA, so I can't give you a level. That's all I have. But I got to step away for about 2-3 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay. All right.
Your Honor, this incident took place December 20th of 2025. This was at 3030 Continental Colony Parkway, Southwest in Atlanta. That is an apartment complex. Officers made contact with the victim, Miss Ariel Burris. She explained the defendant, her boyfriend, who's lived with her in a romantic relationship, had hit her in the face with a television during an argument. They were going grocery shopping. She was trying to tell him not to shoplift. We're not here for that, but they returned to her home, I believe, and that argument continued. She asked him to leave, and the defendant started grabbing, packing his belongings when he grabbed a television that belonged to her. She grabbed onto said television while he was grabbing it, and then he yanked it from her. He hit her with it. Then the defendant also punched her. She was observed to have bleeding mouth and a swollen face. And it was noted as well, this is how I found it, after that incident, they did find a previous case in which the defendant was arrested for simple battery against her. That case is docketed to 23 CR 005236A. That is a dormant bench warrant case. Defendant is also in violation of the no further violent contact order of his bond for that case. We did speak with the victim. She confirmed the events of the warrant. She states the defendant was not stealing per se, but was touching items and breaking them without paying for it. And I believe that's with respect to the store. She confirmed they were arguing at home and the defendant hit her in the home. They are no longer together. They don't share children. They do not live together. But they used to live together. That was a clarifying point I wanted to make earlier. She is asking for a stay away from the home, and she states she's okay with no further violent contact, but that already hasn't worked out. And this is the second violent incident against her, so we'll absolutely be asking for no further contact here, Judge. With the violation of the bonds, the FTAs from 2024 and 2026 as well, and his other history. I did see he received first offender treatment for that burglary case in 2025. There's a risk of FTA. He poses a danger to her and a risk of reoffense here. We are asking for an $8,000 total surety, $3,000 for each battery family violence, $1,000 for each simple battery family violence. Excuse me. With that other case and with this one now, we are going to be asking for FVIP here. No further contact with Miss Burris. Stay away from the apartment complex at 3030 Continental Colony Parkway. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Miss Burris.
All right. And you were recommending, I heard you say 1,000 on each of the simple batteries. How much on the batteries?
3,000 for each battery, a family violence judge.
So a total of 8?
Correct.
8,000 surety. Okay.
Mhm.
And again, is Miss Burris on the call, on the Zoom? Nope. All right, PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mueller is 27 years old, and for that 23 case where he got FTA, I looked into it, and it's because the clerk did not add apartment number. So the mail was never delivered to my client. So he never had notice of hearing. So I asked his public defender for that case to file motion to set aside the bench warrant. I think that is fair. So I don't want that to be used against my client. He plans to come to the court, and Your Honor, he is willing to move out from that place. Totally okay, because they broke up, I believe. They don't have any more relationship. And this incident happened more than a month ago, Your Honor. He is currently working at packaging place for Amazon.com, and he does not have any child, and he doesn't have a GED, but he went to high school up to 11th grade. We would like to request for a signature on bond since he does not have any other income to pay for other than taking care of the basic minimum money that he's making right now. If Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond, we ask for $1,000 maximum surety bond.
Can I speak?
Who are you?
I'm his.
I'm sorry? What's your name? Turn on your camera and tell me your name. What is your name, ma'am?
Serena McNabb.
And you are?
I'm Emmanuel Miller's mother. My son takes care of me. I'm a heart failure patient at
Hold
Emory.
on. Hold on. All right. I'll only speak to the victim at this point.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And thank you for
Yes.
getting on, but I cannot, this is not the forum for that. This is not his trial. I will only talk to Miss Burris at this point, the victim in the case.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Please take care of yourself, but we cannot talk to you today.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
cannot, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can continue to listen in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What was the last thing you said to me, PD Kim? And I apologize.
Maximum $1,000 surety bond if Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond. He's qualified for public defender services, Your Honor, and his mother needs his help.
I do understand, but these are serious allegations here, and the history that he has is not very good. So what I will do a little bit, I just,
We live across town.
I'm sorry.
We live across town.
Oh, I understand. No, the state, you all have spoken to the victim, Miss Burris, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
And she wants no further contact, correct?
She stated, to clarify, she stated she's okay with no further violent contact. She's asking for a stay away from the home. Usually we don't see both, but
Right.
with the violation of the no further violent contact order that he is in right now, I mean, we are going to be asking for no further contact, Judge.
Okay. Right. And so they are not, or are they living together?
Mm-mm.
They're not, Judge.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mute yourself for me, Miss. Thank you. I'm going to give it 2,000 on each of the batteries, which is 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do a 6,000 surety bond. And I'm going to order stay away from Miss Burris's residence, anywhere where she is, not be around her about 200 yards. No further contact with her right now. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's what I order, $6,000 surety bond.
Your Honor,
Okay.
there are 4 charges.
2,000 on each of the batteries and 1,000 on each of the simple batteries.
Okay.
2, 4, 5, 6. Total of 6.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Next case. Oh, we're going back to the PI one, so we'll get everybody else off and stop the streaming.
Is this the last one?
I believe so, yes.
What happened to 26 and 27?
We
Yeah,
haven't done them.
Yeah, we didn't address 26 or 27.
Oh,
Right, so I thought we were taking care of these before we stopped the live stream.
I
Oh,
have
we
31
got
and
we have
32.
oh, we
We
have
have
2
several
more
more to go.
waivers. Oh,
Yeah, we still going strong.
okay. Was that those were all waivers too, right?
Yes,
Okay. All right. We can have her case is over. For the Burris and
Yeah,
Miller.
Your Honor.
Ms. Miller, you can sign off. All right, so I guess technically now we're on position 26, correct?
That's
correct.
correct.
All right, 26 CR 000561G. Umberto Santana, charge of 1 count of simple battery.
8, 2025 obstruction arrest. 23, 22, 21, 2019 probations. 2019 entering auto. Identity theft fraud first offender. Level 2. That's it.
Judge, this was a November 15th incident, 686 Cherry Street, Northwest Atlanta. It's at the Skiles Classroom Building, part of Georgia Tech's campus. Law enforcement spoke with the victim here, Miss Catherine Schoepel, Schoeppel. She's a student there at Tech. She was walking along the campus when the individual identified as the defendant approached her and grabbed her by the shoulders, pulled his face near her, pulled his face near his face, her face near his face, goodness, yelling at her. She did not know this man at all. The defendant stated he had BPD to the officer. He was positively identified, and that is about that. The state is recommending $1,000 surety for this, given that this was a random act on Tech's campus, pretty scary for students, and we don't want this happening again. We're recommending $1,000 surety, social worker visit for BHET, and housing if needed. Stay away from all Tech premises and property, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. I don't believe I see her online, but if we could sound for Miss Schopel.
Ms. Schopel? Okay.
Yes,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
Petey Kim.
Yes, Mr. Santana is 28 years old, and right now he has been homeless, and I recommended him to social worker for housing resources and BHET. He is currently staying at Gateway. Your Honor, we would like to have, we want to ask for signature on bond. However, we understand that because of his previous history, he may not get signature on bond. We ask for $500 surety bond. He doesn't have any income, no one to pay for his bond at this point.
All right, I'm going to order the $1,000 surety bond to stay away from all Georgia Tech property, because I assume he's not a student there.
No.
No further contact with the victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you.
Can you repeat that again, Your Honor?
1,000.
1,000 surety. All right. Next, we have 26 CR 0000567C. Antonio Shade, charged with 1 count of pointing or aiming a gun or pistol at another.
621 probation, 2017 suspended license, no low. 2 of them. It was level 1. That's all.
I also saw a carrying weapon without a valid license, arrest 2017 out of Cobb, Judge. This incident was from January 27th of this year, so yesterday at 2944 Landrum Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. Officers made contact with a caller, Mr. Alexander Dew. He outside the location, Mr. Dew's girlfriend is the victim here. Her name is Savannah Sanderson. There was a dispute between the two of them. He accused her of violence. I don't see her arrested on any charges, from what I can tell. They didn't see any visible injuries on him, but in any case, that Mr. Dew had called the defendant to Miss Sanderson's apartment there. And when he arrived, there was a dispute there where she was seated in her vehicle. That the front of that vehicle tapped the defendant's vehicle, causing what was stated to be a small scratch. And it was at that point where she was seated in her vehicle that the defendant pulled out a firearm and pointed it at her. That firearm was recovered. The defendant admitted that after the victim struck his vehicle, he exited the car and raised the firearm towards her. We'll be looking into potential felony transfer for this case as an ag assault down the line, but we do want to speak with her first. We have not been able to thus far. We'll continue those efforts, but judges, you know, our office takes firearms charges very, very seriously. This is incredibly concerning behavior, and we are concerned for her safety as well as others if this is the sort of behavior that goes on. We're recommending a $7,500 surety. No further contact with Savannah Sanderson. Stay away from 2944 Landrum Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. Surrender any and all firearms to the sheriff's office, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right, PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Shane is 32 years old, even though he was born in Mississippi. He has been here in Georgia for more than 28 years. And Your Honor, the reason that he couldn't come to the court, his leg has a severe injury. So because of his broken leg, he does not walk well. When his friend, Mr. Dew, called him because his girlfriend hit Mr. Dew with a wine bottle, my client just went there to save him, to basically help out his friend. And it was complaining witness who hit my client's car, and my client was defending himself when he saw her trying to reach some kind of weapon to attack my client. He thought it was a gun that she had. So it was self-defense, literally, and he is residing, he has a very good local address. I believe complaining witness is also arrested, that's why he cannot be contacted. They have, he's residing with his parents, brother, sister, and 3 minor children, 3 and 4 and 8 years old, graduated from high school 2012. And after that, he has been driving truck, but right now, because of the injury, he fell from the truck. He's having very challenging time, no income, and a lot of medical bills. We would like to request for a signature on bond and retrial level 1. No further contact and stay away is totally okay with my client.
Just for the record, the state vehemently disagrees with that characterization, that this, at best, defensive property here, which is not a legal claim, not a legal defense to this here. So, I mean, that state just wants its objection noted to that.
Right.
I believe Alexander Dew is on the line. He is one of the, he was a caller and one of the witnesses. So I believe we can ask him to testify.
That doesn't move me at this point yet. We've got to get to that point. I'm going to order $7,500 surety bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. No further contact with the victim to Savannah Landrum.
Savannah Sanderson, Your Honor.
Sanderson. All right. And no further contact with her. If he has any other guns in his possession, he's to surrender them to the sheriff's department immediately. And is there a stay away?
We'd be asking for one. It's her apartment.
Yeah, stay away from her as well. Okay. Who do we have next?
Yes, what was that amount?
7,500.
It's 31
It'll be
Thomas.
31 Felton Lewis Thomas.
Yes.
Okay, 31. It is 26 CR 000-564A Felton Thomas. Charge of 1 count of criminal trespass, 2nd count wearing mask, hood, or device which conceals identity of the wearer.
53 on probation for shoplifting. 24 SC 001-906. I got another shoplifting conviction from 2025. I got FTAs 2025, 24, 23, 2 from 2022, 1 from 2021, and several shoplifting arrests. It's at level 3. That's all.
Okay.
And I did just want to supplement. There are a few cases I looked into that were MARTA cases similar to this. Um, there was a simple battery conviction from 2023 under convicted 2024, but 23 CR 00317 That was for striking a random woman, random MARTA patron, and then another criminal trespass conviction from MARTA, convicted 2023. This one was a January 27th incident this year. So yesterday at 680 Lee Street, Southwest Atlanta, at the Oakland City MARTA station, there's suspicious call about suspicious male wearing a white scream mask, intimidating patron at that station. They found the individual fitting that description. He was had the white mask on, and he was told verbally by officers to leave the premises. And officer later received multiple calls about that same individual intimidating patrons on the southbound train. So he did not leave. It was the same clothes and mask on when they found him. He was detained at that point. Currently, bond is set at $2,000 total surety, 1,000 for each count. We're asking that it remain set, given the risk of failure to appear and the threat, danger, free offense here, risk to the community. He really should be nowhere near MARTA. So we're asking that it remain set. We're asking for a social worker visit for BHET. Stay away from all MARTA premises and property, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
PD Kim, any objection?
We would like to request for a signature on bond through jail, especially for wearing mask. I'm also wearing white mask right now because I've been coughing a lot. And Your Honor, I don't think he should be getting $1,000 surety bond for wearing a mask. And he's not homeless. We do have a good mailing address and phone number. We would like to request for maximum $100 bond. He cannot afford any bond at this point. He's working temporary services. He doesn't have any financial means to pay for this.
Given all of his FTAs, I'm not sure if he's ready to come back, or if I can trust that he'll come back to court. I think it's fair wearing a mask, that kind of mask. There have been a lot of crimes committed with that kind of mask on. That's
Oh
not
no.
good. And who knows, it wasn't Halloween, so couldn't say it was for that. So I'm going to uphold or continue with the 2,000 surety that's already set, and order BHET as well as to stay away from all MARTA while on bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Is that 1,000 on each charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Are we done? Oh, there's one more. Rashad Tradewell.
Yes. 32.
And then we have to go back to 17.
Right. So we got two more left. 26 CR 000565A Rashad Tradewell. One count of simple battery, one count of simple assault, family violence.
2019 simple battery. Criminal attempt to commit a felony. That was dismissed. Said level 1. Him, is this MH?
No.
Oh, it was on the list. That's why I was asking. But that's all, Jeff.
Okay.
Yes, Judge. Law enforcement, this was April 9th, 2025. This incident took place at a Dollar Tree at 2630 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. Officers responded to a possible domestic dispute, and upon arrival was approached by the assistant store manager, who pointed towards a male subject who walked behind the officer and shouted, "That's him." He fled northbound towards the road, and the officer made contact with Jasmine Abernathy, the victim here. She had a swelling to her forehead. She was applying ice to it. Defendant's her former live-in boyfriend. They were in a relationship and lived together for roughly a year. He had sent her threats prior to arriving at work. And while chasing, the defendant entered the store, and that's where she works, or worked at least at the time, and began chasing her throughout the store. While chasing her, she stated the defendant began throwing baskets at her, and she was able to enter a room via a small. She locked herself in the employee's room, to get away from him. Um, excuse me. Um, there was a follow-up with the victim here, and she did affirm with police, not the day of the incident, but following this incident, by investigations, that she was hit on the head with one of those Dollar Tree store baskets that had been thrown by the defendant. I just wanted to reiterate that. And yeah, we did speak with Miss Abernathy. They are in a relationship now. She now, despite the reports on two occasions, has denied the events in the warrant. And she states the defendant never hit or threw a basket at her. Um, when asked why the defendant came to her job, what was the argument about, she stated she wasn't calling or texting the defendant back, and he came to finish discussing the argument. She also states she never locked herself in the employee room, and that the two left together so they could go home and talk, which, I mean, he ran off, so I don't know how that's possible. Um, she, they don't share children, but the victim does have a 5-year-old that the defendant helps raise. They also currently don't live together, and she's asking for no further violent contact. But the state is concerned with the circumstances surrounding this. I mean, he came to her job, threw baskets at her, chased her around the store. And there were remarks on the 911 call as well about uh, with reference to help, he's chasing her around the store. So this is not just the victim's word here. This is the word of individuals there, including management. The state's recommending $3,000 total surety, $1,500 per charge. We'll recommend 3 anger awareness classes at this point. No further contact with Miss Abernathy. Stay away from the victim's residence and work. I would say that to include 2630 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Atlanta, Dollar Tree. If indeed she still does work there. I know she's had multiple jobs, but this is the state's recommendation. If we could sound for Miss Abernathy.
Miss Abernathy, Jasmine Abernathy.
I was expecting just a little bit.
All right, PD Kim.
Mr. Tradewell is 23 years old. He is a long-term resident here in Georgia. Your Honor, he resides with his mother at 2576 Martin Luther King Drive, which is not that far from this Dollar Tree. So I want to make sure that he can return home as long as he doesn't go to Dollar Tree. I don't think that they are dating anymore, Your Honor. This happened almost like 9 months ago. And the client is, complaining witness is asking for no further violent contact. We have no objection to that. After 10th grade, he's pursuing his GED. And last 4 months, he did not have any employment. Before that, he was working as a custodian at fast food restaurants. Right now, he is helping out with 5 children of his 2 sisters. He doesn't have any child himself, but he's helping out at home. We would like to request for signature on bond.
Hmm. I think that I don't like the conduct. It seems pretty scary. Especially for this victim. And I'm going to go with the surety bond, 3,000, 1,500 on each. Stay away from this Jasmine Abernathy, the 200 yards away. And don't come to her home or her job or anywhere where she might be. I don't care if he goes home as long as it's not within 200 yards of her. I don't know how close his home is to this Dollar Tree, but hopefully it's more than 200 yards, I believe. So he needs to leave her alone, no further contact with her, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I don't know if he has the money to pay for the anger awareness courses. I'll leave it off for now. So that's it. Anything else?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Another group
All right, thank you. All right, and where are we going next?
The last